Style is something that is important in terms of identity. If you just sound the same, have the big booming voice, and really don't say anything, I don't think you're going to be memorable.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip-hop and sports live.
Sunday 46, I be locked in. Listen to the slot ins. The only unprofessionals that's top 10. Jordan with the mic. It's different when I write. Why I'm taking your advice if you've been pipping all your life, right? Don't let them judge you by the hype. They gon' say you came up short if you don't never reach the height. Now you looking funny in a light. The Kwame Brown thing if I'm right. It's magic when I rhyme. There's plenty by design. The game start making sense when I see Penny dropping dimes. I'm Bronny in his prime, and that's a very long time. The Walk of Fame stars gonna line. Nick fan, I ain't come from no hope. He said my future would start until he dunked on a goal. See, I pen what they quote. Wanna replace him, but they can't. All these drawings in my head, I'm Ian Mason to the paint.
For the first time, American professionals are allowed to compete in the Olympics. They are known as the Green Team.
What up, y'all? Stills the Great, Tip of the Gambler, Zy Flair, DJ JOJ, the Unprofessionals. Sunday 4 to 6, we back in the mix. And Happy New Year! Yeah.
Happy New Year.
First share of the New Year. First show. Yeah, talk about it.
What's good, everybody? Happy New Year's to everybody.
Hand.
You know,
hurry it up, man.
My New Year's was coming into the New Year was great until the weekend started. I had to take my mother to the hospital.
Oh,
she had to have emergency surgery up, by the way.
Oh, man.
You know,
good.
But coming out of it slowly but surely, but good.
It's a good thing. That's a good thing. Blessings upon blessings. You already know.
Other than that, you know, let's talk about it. Football is over, gentlemen.
Hey,
after
man,
the day,
goddamn.
Regular season is over.
Let's get to what we do first, baby. Goddamn. That is jumping jack flash.
Miles are running.
Yeah, well.
Speedy get a chance to ask him. You get a chance to ask him how was his weekend.
Goddamn.
How was his week?
Shout out to the Loud Packs. Nah, let me stop. But nah, man, we got a good show lined up for y'all. As Tip said, yes, NFL season is at the end of its wits. The NBA is getting on my nerves already. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people going to save themselves a little misery with these damn tickets because the game is fixed. You know what I'm saying? Vegas has been winning all year. But, you know, we got a lot to talk about, man. Starting with your new year and everything, man. Uncle Murder put out of his end of the year wrap up. Oh, oh, really? Uncle Murder remix. I mean, his year-end mix was trash. How's that?
Good.
Yeah.
But how was your New Year's, by the way, though?
Talk about it.
Well, mine?
Yeah.
Mine's quiet, man. I was in bed by 11 o'clock, bro.
You was in bed by 11?
I didn't see no ball drop at pause.
Wow.
I heard a lot of blickies go off in the hood, though.
Did you take a toast?
Nah, I didn't even take a toast.
Oh, okay.
I drink the day after.
Oh, the day after?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
New Year's Day. But
gotcha.
I was in the bed at 11 o'clock, man. That shit don't excite me. I just knocked out. I was tired too, so you know I get on stills all the time. I run around. That particular night, my body said sit down, and I listened.
Okay. Sorry, nigga.
What about you, Jay?
What up, Jay?
I'm still recovering from last
night. Oh, yeah, we know.
And I took a shot to recover. You know what I'm saying?
Get the monkey off your back.
Yeah, get the monkey off my back. Goddamn, the
He
apes.
said he took a shot to recover.
The planet on the apes is on my goddamn back. You know what I mean?
That don't work, man. For me,
sound good.
But I was in a one hotel last night. Had a birthday party. It was pretty decent. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Hung out with a coworker. He was just annoying as fuck, man. I gotta call him today and just tell him, man, don't come around me when you drunk, man. I had to take him out of there. He playing pool. I had to bust him up real quick. I won like 2 games. We playing for $5. I won 2 games, and then he like, we gotta get out of here and this and that. Had me in the Dominican spots up in Roosevelt Avenue. You know what I'm saying? It felt like DR real quick. You know what I mean?
Boy.
But otherwise, what you want to say, Steels?
Now I said, shout out to Regina King on the check and always showing love. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead, Jay.
Yeah, and otherwise than that, besides me leaving my laptop home, fucking tight, but just regular shit, man. How about you, Steels, man?
Well, Saturday was light. I ain't gonna lie, man. I was doing a lot of running around, man, as usual. You know what I'm saying? My mind was telling me I wanted to go out, but my pockets was saying something else. So I stayed my ass home, watched a couple of games. Shout out to my brothers, Born and Nico, man. We chilled out yesterday, man. Watched the Knicks lose. Watched the NFL games yesterday. Huh? Oh, really? Uh-huh. Okay, we'll see when we get a little bit later in the show. But now, all jokes aside, man, I had a few things to do yesterday, but ended up doing nothing, man. Shout out to Corinne. She invited us all the way out to Suffolk County to a little engagement she was having at her crib, man. I didn't get the chance to make it out there. Heard they had a blast, man. Shout out to Mike. Shout out to everybody that did go and have fun, man. I wish I was there last night in the physical, but my body and my mind was like, that's a long drive, man. 50 minutes out east is 50 minutes, baby. That's a long time. You know what I'm saying? So
you be all over the place any other time.
I know, I do, man. But nah, that's a different drive, man. And then on top of that, you know we're gonna be drinking.
Yeah,
we talking about past Jake's 58, nigga. We talking about exit 50, 60,
like
60
Brentwood,
something,
like Brentwood.
In them areas. You know what I'm saying? That's a minute. Yeah, exactly.
Like those rides home. Every time I did a party out there and got drunk, my ride home, I had a lot of bumps on my car.
There you go. You know what I'm saying? That's a mission, kid. That ain't no play drive, kid. That's coming home 1, 2 in the morning on them drives, man. That because you go on a straightaway on that LIE, man, and then after a while you start drifting, man. When you just doing a straight run, you end up smacking. You know what I'm saying? Snake. Yeah, and your foot might get a little heavy because you got a little sauce in you, and then you might get pulled over by Suffolk County police officer. There you go, man.
You don't want all that to happen.
There we go, man. So
the windows open.
Yeah, that don't do nothing either. You know what I'm saying?
That don't work neither.
That don't work. You know what I'm saying? I done heard chewing gum, eating sunflower seeds, all that stuff sounds
music, good. All that crazy
yeah. Until your body be like, yeah. And then you slump somewhere. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to take that chance. I didn't want to put any of my partners in that predicament. You know what I'm saying? To end up driving drunk or anything like that. So I just ended up chilling out for the night, man, with the peoples around the way, man. And then, today's another day. Yeah, I was in the basement, man. I ain't see the big bro in a minute, man. So chopped it up with Neek, man. Chopped it up with Born. And then, like I said, man, woke up this morning, did a little bit of running around again, man. Had to get the Who Ride checked out. And I'm here today, man. We got a show to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at my fantasy league. I'm looking like I'm in the driver's seat right now in the championship game. Niggas had started creeping up a little bit, but we put the burners on them again. And it looked like this one is out of reach. You know what I'm saying? It's looking like it's out of reach, but anything can happen in the world of fantasy, But like I said, we got a good show today, man. But other than that, man, how was your new year thus far, man? Since coming into the new year, how do you feel? Do you feel like you're on the right path to accomplishing something that you wanted to do last year? How you feeling so far, fellas? Oh, that's not a good enough answer. You niggas.
I feel good. I feel good about coming into the new year. Granted, things have happened that paused it for a second to take care of what you have to take care of. But other than that, I feel good coming into this new year. I'm ready for it.
Yeah,
there's gonna be a couple more things I'm gonna do this year I didn't do last year.
That's what's up.
Let's go, Zah.
That's what's up.
I started off on a good note. Started my other gig back in the DOE. I'm back. So
okay.
On Friday. So I started that. It's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some things is in there.
Some things.
Yeah, but I'm not there for that. I'm not there for that.
They might be watching.
I ain't there for that.
How about that?
I got something nice. So.
Shout out to my brother Psych on the check-in. We see you, baby. Word up.
So I just chilled out, man. I'm just making moves, it's not even midway through yet. So I'm just gonna play. So this year is all about, listen, man, getting rid of negative influence around me. you got to watch what you ingest. So that's not just food. That's what you watch. That's what you listen to. That's a lot of things that's around you that can contribute to negativity. Right. And you got to watch what you hearing, listening, and seeing. I just stay away from it, man.
Just surround yourself with more positive people.
That's it.
Positive things that happen.
That's it. Peace to the God.
Peace, Almighty. Gotta burn some.
What's 225 looking like to you?
225 is looking like a prosperous year, man. I just got a few things I got to do this month before January's up, and I did some things last year. I'm waiting on the results of that, and yeah, I'm ready for some entrepreneurship. That's what I smell in my blood. You know what I'm saying? Getting out of the matrix and doing my thing. That's what it is.
System.
Getting out the system, man.
I feel you.
I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out. I got 1 foot in, 1 foot out right now. You know what I'm saying? What about you, Stills, man? You brought up the topic, man. Talk about it.
Hey, man. Don't you never ask. I mean, listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. It's so far a lot of things are starting to manifest itself. You know what I mean? That I kind of was having preliminary conversations about, you know, and it's funny, like, you know, the jackets have been moving, and I was approached about possibly being like a brand ambassador for something, and I was thinking about it, but I didn't know where to start, and it's going to end up possibly potentially happening in the high school realm, which is cool because, you know, a lot of marketing and stuff starts with putting your stuff in the right place so that people can see it. You know what I mean? And what better than the high school realm in sports than to have your brand at? You know what I mean? So I was approached by somebody. They asked me, their son is a top-notch athlete on the high school ranks and the levels, and I was asked if I would mind being a brand ambassador, and they'll pay or cover part of the cost to make it happen. So I'm like, I think that's a good idea because now, you know, maybe the whole high school will sit in and the high school will want to wear it. And now I'm in the high schools like Nike and Adidas and all them other joints.
One school will see
you know what I'm saying?
And then they'll send there.
Yeah.
Who got that? Who did that? Goes to the next. And then
there
goes
you
to the
go.
Next.
You know what I mean?
It's
and
like
then
the
now
domino effect.
Now we out there rolling. You know what I'm saying? So that was a good thing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a definitely explore that. But as far as the year thus far, man, I'm just trying to decompress, clear my mind. But I threw my hat in the ring, you know what I'm saying, to run for a specific seat in my Clark Kent day. You know what I mean, at the job, and that's going to be a tale, and that's going to be a task within itself because I got to do real presidential campaigning now. I gotta do fundraisers. I gotta, you know what I'm saying, be on calls, get people
really
come
here.
Stretch, yeah, exactly. But you know, it's never stress when you know what I'm saying, when you passionate about what you're doing.
You've been that's your career. You've been in that. So
I'm definitely confident in that. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's always about the work. You know what I'm saying? It's always about the work. So that's gonna be the most difficult thing. Is like it's not the hardest thing. Is it's not getting in. It's now following through when you get in because that job comes with a lot of responsibilities and a whole lot more people. I'm going from dealing with 1,200 people to dealing with close to 7,000 to 10,000 people. You know what I'm saying? So you know,
big and broad.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna be the small fish in the big pond no more. I'm gonna be a barracuda in the big ocean. You know what I'm saying? So you know, God willing, everything works itself out, man. I'm be ready for the task, man. It ain't about bread because I can make that anywhere and do whatever. You know what I'm saying? It's about the passion and love for what I do. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, the year is starting off right, man. It's starting off right, and a lot of big things is gonna be happening, man. And as far as the station,
stop playing and go to DC.
Yeah, man. DC, never.
See you on Capitol Hill, man.
Never. Nah. Hell no. Nah.
See you on Capitol Hill, man.
Now you're gone too far. I didn't say I want to be a part of the establishment.
Listen, man. You gotta
niggas jets be falling out the sky on those levels, baby.
You gotta be the link. You gotta be the link for the middle class, bro.
Nah, kid. Sometimes, man. What I learned if you ever watch The Spook by the Door, man, if you ever get a chance to watch that, go and watch that movie and you'll understand what I'm telling you, right? Sometimes it's best to be a gatekeeper, the one that's involved but is not involved, or a kingmaker. Kingmakers are the ones that push people to go, all right, support that person. Or you know what? Don't support that person. Right. You know what I'm saying? You hold more power in those positions than you are when you actually a part of that establishment, because now you're puppet master.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? And I ain't a puppet. I ain't a yes man. Never been. That's why a lot of people don't like me.
That's exactly.
But it's okay. But nah, that's all right. But I understand my calling and where I'm supposed to fit in. You know what I'm saying?
That's exactly why it should be you.
I'll be a disruptor. Yes, I will do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going.
As long as you ain't got no scandals.
Yeah, as long as I ain't got no scandals. I ain't got no scandals over here, baby. I just know you niggas.
You ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got 34 felonies or nothing like that.
I ain't got no 34 felonies. I mean, I've been to a few jails throughout the years to go visit people. But who hasn't?
Visitation ain't nothing.
Visitation.
You're not a felon.
That's a fact. I'm not a felon at all, man. Squeaky clean record. You know what I'm saying? I'm the best man for the job.
There you go. That's you making my point. That's why it should be you.
But anyway, man, listen, I don't want to be in a 2025 Uncle Murder wrap up. And speaking of that, did y'all hear that? And what did y'all think about it? Tips? You say, yo, Stills, let's open it. Or I say, yo, Tips, we open up the show on Friday with it. Right, Jay?
Yeah.
Jay, you got it over there still? Or no?
I got to download it.
Oh, you got to
download
it?
it.
Jay, I got your back,
okay.
baby. You know what I'm saying? But what's your thoughts on it? Go ahead, Tips.
You know, he said a lot, but on certain things, he was just stressing a little bit too much, you know? And he left out a few things. But for the most part, it was pretty decent. He said it was his last one, so.
He said that last year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he said it last year.
He said that last year. What about you, Zah?
I didn't hear it. I've listened to it. But
you didn't hear it, Zah?
Okay.
All the rest of them been in the trailer park anyway.
So we going to play a little Uncle Murder 24th wrap up, man. And then we come back, we going to get y'all thoughts on it. You know what I'm saying?
Once a year, so.
Word up.
Yeah,
okay.
Once a year.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio, where the world of hip hop and sports live.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Great Sean on the beat, by the way.
It's the greatest, baby.
Flying through the stars, I hope this night lasts forever.
Niggas like Diddy locked up. Oh well, we seen how he beat Cassie up in that hotel. We saw that he was dragging up, kicking up. He made a video apologizing for hitting her. Man, imagine all the shit that we ain't seen. When she was living with that nigga and he got angry. Got me like, did he do it? That nigga did it. Did he a rapist? We're trying to figure out who else Diddy was on the tapes with. Did he do it? That nigga did it. Did he? You foul. Don't play with the feds. Cop out. Don't go to trial. For 20-some years, you hit that shit. Whatever they saying you did that shit. Even Biggie mother upset with you. Got niggas accusing you of rape. Like, is he bisexual? The feds took 1,000 bottles of baby oil from you. You wasn't just drugging bitches, you drug niggas too. They took back the keys, they gave Puff to the city. Even Meek Mill out here saying no Diddy. I don't believe the shit they say about Meek and Puffy. But the matching outfits y'all had on was kind of funny. They denied Puff bail again, told him keep his money. He going through withdrawals right now, he a junkie. He really locked up for sex trafficking. Wonder who else was there when all the freakos was happening. Got me like, did he do it? That nigga did it. Did he a rapist? We trying to figure out who else Diddy was on them tapes with. Did he do it? That nigga did it. Did he? You foul. Don't play with the feds. Cop out. Don't go to trial. Every damn new charge getting brought up. They even got a hotline for Diddy that you can call up. Stevie J, the only nigga that stay your fucking friend. Jay-Z had never pick up the phone for Puff again. They try to say him and Jay raped the 13-year-old. We don't believe that. Leave Beyonce man alone. Jay ain't waste no time to respond. Had flashbacks to that elevated silver salons. Gotta hurry up and fix that. You know her family crazy. Man, that's what Tata was probably telling Jay-Z. You saw what her mother did. She thought nobody seen her. Try to say her page got hacked. You ain't slick, Tina. Back to that bitch that made false allegations. You played yourself. Oh, congratulations. Got caught lying. Jay-Z lucky. He gonna be good, but it's still looking bad for Puffy. The NFL still doing business with Hova. They knew that bitch was lying. Her father exposed her. I know Beyonce was disgusted. Like, nigga, you got our family caught up in this Puff shit. Diddy is your fault. Should've left the drugs alone. But fuck all that. The nigga Young Thug is on. YSL Woody kinda helped Thug beat the case. But he part of the reason Thug was there in the first place. He was in the courtroom acting illiterate. He even had Young Thug laughing a little bit. Thug told the judge he still wanna work with Gunna. Man, I'm out here confused like a motherfucker. Thug also said whatever Wham say goes. Wham out here saying Gunna told on the bros. Man, this shit weird. I'ma just mind my business. I'm just happy Thug came home just in time for Christmas.
So, what y'all think about it so far? So everybody's saying that he stuck a little bit too long on the Diddy thing. But they dragged that out throughout the whole year. They kept locking him up, letting him go. Then they finally locked him up. Now all these allegations coming out. That's a lot to talk about.
As far as I remember,
he got locked up the first time. No.
He's been there ever since.
No. That was the only time. No, they raided his crib.
Yeah, they raided both.
They raided both his cribs, and then he ended up leaving and then coming back, and then they finally arrested him.
No, he came to New York and turned himself in.
Yes,
because they knew that they were coming for him.
Yeah, it was a matter of time.
It was a matter of time. So he just was here in New York.
That was a dragged out situation for sure. So we had to talk about it because there was a lot of things coming out. Everybody, Little Rod saying he raped him. The Cassie situation.
You got to keep this in mind. They have to have guaranteed evidence or a witness that's really going forward with this, going through to go put Diddy behind bars. You know, they may not try to put the name out there, but they trying their best to stall him. Eventually, it's gonna have to come out.
Stall them out.
Feds ain't coming to your crib if they ain't got no evidence.
Right? They have to have some good evidence. You know,
it's a fact.
They came to both.
It has to be a reason. It has to be a main good reason. Something happened.
So what's your thoughts about Uncle Murray? He on point so far?
A little too much on Diddy, but I mean,
what about the Young Thug situation?
Well, everybody's seen that court shit. That court shit was hilarious. The dude coming there acting like he illiterate, but he know he far from it. You know?
Yeah.
And they dragged that shit out.
Yeah, that's a fact.
They dragged that shit out. Now, if he come back out here and fuck with Gunna, that's on him.
That's a whole thing, man. Word up, man. So we 3 minutes and 4 seconds in already. This is a 17-minute joint.
Yeah, that's right.
Word up. Here we go.
Remember that?
Hey, yo, hold up. Pull the fuck
Rest in peace to K Slay.
Stop what you doing. This is DJ K Slay from around the way, the drama king.
Drake versus everybody. I know he in his feelings. Beefing with a bunch of niggas that he helped make millions. Did records with niggas, took niggas on tour. Trying to figure out what they all mad at Drake for. He put a record out with J. Cole, first person shooter. Then Kendrick went and did a record with Metro and Future. Saying fuck the big three, it's just big me. Drake and J. Cole like, why the fuck this nigga just diss me? J. Cole responded, but his shit wasn't all that. Then he apologized and decided to fall back. He ain't want no smoke with Kendrick going bar for bar. He trained for boys in the hood now, let me out the car. This nigga let the whole hip-hop culture down. No write no more raps talking about how you got the crown. Claim to be the best rap every time you spit a verse. How you apologize to a nigga that dissed you first? You went out like a sucker, J. Cole, just being honest. A nigga tell you something different, they just being modest. Drake on his own now, J. Cole got scared. That's what happened when you pop shit, but really not prepared. Like Rick Ross was calling Drake a white boy. Then got punched in the face by a white boy. You see how Karma came and got his lame ass? He was talking about Drake plane, then his plane crashed. He jumped in the beef, then got jumped in Canada. Got punched in the face and all that is on camera. Shit was in 4K, you see it very clear. His mans got knocked out, Ross ran and left him there. Bosses don't move like that, that's lame shit. Ross really ran and left all the niggas he came with. He did have people calling Drake BBL Drizzy. Metro Boomin made a beat called BBL Drizzy. ASAP Rocky jumped in the drama. He don't like Drake because Drake used to fuck with Rihanna. I'm just breaking all that shit down. That's the way it went. Let's get to Drake versus Kendrick. That's the main event. I ain't gonna hold you at first in the beginning. I was one of them niggas telling niggas that Drake is winning. I was arguing with niggas cursing and swearing like how the fuck y'all niggas not hearing what I'm hearing. They was going back and forth. That shit was entertaining. Then we start fact checking all the shit they was saying. Kendrick said Drake had a daughter that he was hiding. The lie detector test determined that he was lying. Drake said Dave Free was fucking Kendrick lady. On top of that, he tried to say that wasn't Kendrick baby. Man, none of that shit was factual. The lie detector test determined he was capping too. Kendrick dropped They Not Like Us and shut it down. After that, Drake ain't want to go another round. Drake took an L, I hate to be admitting it. Came home one day and my little kids were singing it. What you say? They Not Like Us is a big record. This nigga really made an anthem out of a diss record. Shit. I'm just being real. This nigga did the Drake what Drake did the Meek Mill. This might be worse though, honestly, truth be told, especially if he performed that shit at the Super Bowl. You called him a pedophile, I know he really hates you. You really got Drake out here suing his record label. You looking corny for doing that, Drake stop. That's worse than J. Cole apologizing to K-Dot. You filing the lawsuit, fuck is that all about? That's that white boy shit in you that Kendrick was talking about. Shit crazy, know I made y'all laugh a lot. The new big three is Kendrick, Future, and Travis Scott. What? I know that's something niggas gonna talk about. Like the new big three is who, what murder talking about? Man, I'm the bad guy everybody admire. I'm part of the holidays now, just like Mariah. Y'all heard what happened, y'all know what happened, but y'all don't care. Y'all still want me to talk about this shit every year? Crazy, crazy, shit crazy. 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 For the past 10 years, I've been doing this shit. Hope y'all enjoy. This is my last year doing this shit. I'm the bad guy everybody admire. I'm part of the holidays now, just like Mariah.
Tonight, we gonna get drunk, we gonna party, and we gonna have a good time. If you don't want to party, get the
rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop.
All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way.
Free Lil Durk, they saying murder for hire. And he had a nigga rolling with him that wore wire. Now they talking death penalty shit, let him live. I feel bad for Durk, man. That nigga got 7 kids. Cardi B and Offset broke up, shit is crazy. She fucked another nigga while she was pregnant with his baby. What? That's crazy. That's some real grimy shit. That's what he said she did. She ain't deny the shit. Pat Poose and Remy about to get a divorce. They was both on Instagram going back and forth. I was surprised because they usually more secretive. You can tell they both got it tight by who they cheating with. Remy new man look like Papoose on Tubi. I can't take him serious when he talk, he sound goofy. No more black love, they lost that connection. Pap new girl and Remy Ma got the same complexion. She a boxer and Remy a shooter. She wanna fight Remy. Remy gon' fuck around and shoot her. You know it's over when the internet in your business. We all know who Remy Ma was chilling with last Christmas. Taking pictures by that bum ass Christmas tree. Pat put the picture up for the industry to see. I can see them going back and forth making diss tracks. Who you think could win? I bet on Remy. Who picking Pat? Chris Brown and Quavo still don't get along. They had a rap battle. Chris Brown had the better song. Them niggas still beefing over Kabuki. After all these years, he must got some really good coochie. Meg Thee Stallion lied to Gayle King about fucking Tory. Wonder what else she lied about in that whole fucking story. She out here admitting being a whore. Meanwhile, Nicki just made 100 and something million on tour. You know, Megan and Nicki don't get along. They used to be cool. Remember that Hot Girl Summer song? Remember that? I swear I thought Meg was a Barbie. Then she switched sides and went and did a record with Cardi. You know Megan be getting drunk doing stupid shit. Nicki was like, you gotta pick a side, you goofy bitch. Meg just be twerking like a stripper that get money. Nicki was calling her Bigfoot. I thought the shit was funny. Ice Spice ain't got no more figure. I thought she was Corey Lorraine when I saw her in the picture. You know she like to turn around and shake it when she perform. How she gonna do that shit now when her ass is gone? That Ozempic made her lose weight like wow. Glorilla got a bigger butt than her right now. Man, shit crazy. Everything that fell apart. It all started when Cat Williams sat down with Shannon Sharp. He was getting drunk, getting shit off his chest. He said Hollywood made Kevin Hart wear a dress. I'm like, damn, this nigga disrespectful. He said Hollywood made Martin put on the dress too. And he told us how Pete that he liked the party. And he don't find nothing funny about Steve Harvey. I can't name everybody he disrespected. He even made Ludacris go and write a diss record. Shannon Sharp was fucking on IG Live. He said it was an accident. He was acting like he's surprised. It's like, whatever you say, Shannon, you did that so we can stop thinking you gay, Shannon. Why you ain't letting Lil Wayne perform? At the Super Bowl in New Orleans, Jade, I was wrong. Wayne be getting too high, trust me, I get it, bro. That nigga fuck around and come late or miss the show. Or be up there mumbling and shit, running out of breath. I see Wayne perform before I wasn't too impressed. Now I'm just playing Wayne with a body did. Why didn't Jay holler at Wayne is what I don't get. Nicki said Jay did that out of pure hate. He did that cause he don't like her, Birdman, and Drake. Nicki like, fuck that, somebody had to say it. Wayne could've performed if Jay-Z okayed it. Wayne confused though, he don't know how to play it cause Jay paid his taxes for him when he couldn't pay it. Niggas need to help Kodak go get clean. He was on Casa Now show looking like a dope fiend. Honestly, I don't like what I'm seeing. I hope he ain't the next rapper we hear about ODing. So while I'm talking to him, that's a good brother. Hoping they just going one end, not the other. Puff son ran up on Ray J and thugged him out. Told Ray J keep my father's name out your fucking mouth. It's on video, I saw it, he sure did. It was the light-skinned one, Justin, that LB Short kid. The United Healthcare CEO got shot. People saying karma, he deserved what he got. They out here treating Luigi like he a hero, cause these companies act like they care Robert De Niro. I don't wish death on nobody, that shit ain't right. But now hopefully these healthcare companies get it right. Kamala Harris lost, I was expecting it. America not ready for no female president. Nigga, Kamala Harris even had Megan twerking, and she still lost. None of that dumb shit was working. Cardi B, Beyonce, Taylor Swift promoted her. People ain't give a fuck, ain't nobody gon' vote for her. Trump almost got killed, that shit wasn't staged. He ain't get shot though, he only got grazed. I was like, yeah, Trump gon' win again. Then he came out playing 50 Cent song, Mini Man. Trump brought Sleepy Hollow and Chef G out. Then Peter Rosenberg decided to speak out. He was mad. You know, Hot 97 ain't understand, so they ain't let Chef and Sleep perform at Summer Jam. I don't know what 50 and Dame beef all about. I just seen Dame popping shit and his teeth fall out. Ryan Garcia was out here playing crazy. He was on steroids when he beat up Devin Haney. Talking about Devin Haney, he just found out Young Thug used to fuck his lady. Travis Hunt's a girl getting exposed. They got videos of her hanging out with the bros. LeBron James made history with his son, doper than all the MVP awards that he won. The first father and son duo ever to actually play in the NBA together. Meanwhile, Michael Jordan's son getting coked up. Him and Scottie Pippen ex-wife that finally broke up. Big Meech homie chilling, no more dope dealing. His son playing him on TV, that's a dope feeling. Me and Yayo met him, 50 took us to his house. He was breaking down what that BMF shit was all about. Tuck home for 27 years, he was locked up. That's the nigga that allegedly had shot Tupac up. Ran home after 15 years, finally feel good having my partner in crime back outside with me. TZ home too after damn near doing 10. This year they let a whole lot of real niggas out the pen. Sean Kingston and his mother out here looking dumb. How she get locked up for scamming with her son? Remember the bitch up in Brooklyn that got robbed, and shortly after that we found out he a fraud. He was scamming that old lady out her money. The feds gave him 9 years. God don't like ugly. Damn, rest in peace to Clark Kent. He was God's favorite DJ. He really was God sent. He used to enjoy all the bullshit I started. He used to call me to talk about it. I'ma miss you, Clark. Rest in peace to Fat Man Scoop. He was the life of the party. He was like a one-man group. Sending my condolences to his brother Kendall and the rest of his family. I know everybody miss you. Damn, rest in peace to Mr. C. Truly appreciate everything you did for me. On Hot 97, you used to play all my records. Nobody used to rep for Brooklyn the way you rep it. Quincy Jones passed away too. We lost a legend, a music icon. He was a true blessing. Rich homie Quan died. He was only 34. That's young. He was supposed to live for at least 30 more. Jake Paul and Tyson fight was a scam. See, I really was disappointed because I'm a boxing fan. It was buffering and boring. I wasted my whole night. Can't pay me to go and watch another Mike Tyson fight. Mr. Spin that shit, got his shit took. He was on Instagram talking about how he got booked. Niggas said something ain't right, they think he was capping, cause he ain't been spinning shit since that shit happened. It was Money Wars the other day on the gram. Primo and TV put up 300 bands. You know Code 33. Got niggas in the streets talking about Primo and TV. They beefing about who got the most money. It's entertaining. I can't hold you. They both funny. Primo was in the backyard digging paper up. TV was looking like Frank Lucas. Can't make this up. Nigga had a mink on with a matching hat on Code 33 pages where it happened at. Ain't nobody respond to Dolo Rilla. He popped out of nowhere. Nobody know the nigga. Rest in peace to Robert Brooks. I saw what they did to him. He was in handcuffs when they kept hitting him. It was on video. That shit was hard to miss. I wonder what Donald Trump think they should charge him with. And yo, who voted for Trump? Let me see y'all faces. Cause y'all put him back in office and y'all know he racist. Niggas was like, I don't fuck with Kamala. I fuck with Trump cause he gave me $1,200. He ain't give y'all shit. Y'all believe whatever. But the immigrants gotta go there fucking tell her. Talking about the crazy ones that's insane. Like the one that set the lady on fire on the train. Rest in peace to John Amos from Good Times. Childhood shit made us think about good times. He reminded us of something my father might be like. Then we found out in real life that his wife is white. R.P. J. Merrill Jones and Frankie Beverly. Shit sad, this year was too many deaths for me. Julio got killed in the hotel parking lot. I'm tired of saying rest in peace, but it's like it's hard to stop. 50 had Streetport looking like Las Vegas. The mayor was like, thank you for the money you made us. Hurricane Chris was mad, he was not invited. If people would have saw you out there, they wouldn't have got excited. Niggas don't know you no more. Fuck you thinking, so what you call the body? Rest in peace to O.J. Simpson. I missed a couple topics, it was too many. This shit 15 minutes long, I ain't trying to do 20. Past 10 years I've been doing this shit. Hope y'all enjoy this, my last year doing this shit. Crazy, crazy, shit crazy. Crazy, crazy, shit crazy. Crazy, crazy, shit crazy. Crazy, crazy, shit crazy.
Well,
Yeah.
You mean thank you?
Shit
You ain't
crazy.
like it?
Jesus.
What?
Right.
What? All right. So Jesus Christ, what? Nigga, you was over there laughing. You was laughing at everything. What you hating about now?
It's a few chuckles, man.
A few chuckles.
A few chuckles, but it's hot
Niggas-
garbage, man.
Oh, now it's hot garbage.
It's
Niggas
dumpster
be
juice.
lying.
It's not
kid.
dumpster juice. It's hot garbage.
It's not.
It's not dumpster juice.
Why was it garbage? Why was it dumpster juice?
It's
All he did was
not
talk
like,
about everything.
it's exactly my point. It's not like he rapping. He just talking with music in the background, bro. His style is.
His style is what?
I'm trying to figure out.
Uncle Murder's not he's not a mediocre rapper. He's
Right.
not.
So
He had a decent project, even though he didn't get a lot of burn. His project was decent.
Let you tell it.
Go-
Did no play.
Go ahead,
you don't
Tips.
get no run in my rotation.
Yeah, I hear that.
the song was all right compared to all the other ones he put out. Because last year he put out 2 parts. At least
That's
he
a
made
fact.
one. At least he made one song this time.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean?
So now everybody's
But
saying that this was the worst one.
He just huh?
People were saying that this was the worst one.
I was whack last year too.
Niggas be hating. This nigga's a hater. So
I'm just not impressed, man. Like,
why are you not impressed?
why are y'all impressed? That's the big
Because it takes a lot of skill to.
He might have stressed the Diddy shit too much.
Yes.
takes
You know
a lot
that
of skill to
we're
talk
gonna talk about. You know, he might have stressed that out a little bit too much. You know, it was a lot, and two,
That was most of the topic of the year. Was that?
but not a good 7 minutes, 8 minutes of it. You shouldn't have been going into too much
Because it was a lot of different layers to it. You talking about dudes accusing them of rape, women accusing them of rape.
That's
the Cassie situation.
That's been floating around.
What you
for
mean?
years,
But
bro.
he put it all
Since
in
the
rhyme
90s.
form, huh?
That's been floating around since the 90s, man. Allegedly.
Yo, you don't know. You know.
Allegedly.
You know.
There we go.
You know.
You ain't
Shout out!
then?
Shouts out to what's her name? Wendy Williams.
Yes.
Yeah. Shouts out to Wendy Williams.
She said it
because
all
back in the
back.
'90s, she was about to blow him up, and they shut her down because of all of that.
Yeah, he got
You
us
understand?
into Philly for 7 years. So.
Y'all niggas acting like he's the only one that's gay. Like in that, you know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
Yeah,
I heard that, man.
Yeah,
And that don't mean
allegedly.
nothing. I ain't calling him gay.
Right.
I don't know what he is.
Right. She was going to blow him up. You know what I mean?
And before she opened her mouth, you in Philly now.
Right. Oh,
Hey, man.
See.
Still know what it is.
But back to the song and the skill that it takes to make a song that's 17 minutes, make sense, have punchlines, and rhyme to make you laugh and be like, yo, this nigga's crazy.
Thank you.
What?
Thank
Don't
you.
listen to this sorry nigga over there.
Thank you.
He's just coming to sip some blue dot and troll today,
Need to
nigga.
pull up.
That nigga-
Need to pull
He's
up.
a sorry nigga.
Need to
Don't
pull up.
even have
Stop
that nigga
playing
pull up
over
over here.
It's extra.
Listen, man.
Listen,
Go
man.
ahead.
I don't even want to be bothered.
Go ahead. What?
You said listen. So
You said listen. What are we talking about?
I don't want to listen. It's trash. How about that?
Wow.
Extra hot garbage.
I don't know. Jay.
Even
Jay.
with the chuckles over there?
It's a few chuckles. But I laugh at a lot of shit. Don't mean it's hot.
Yo, man, I'm about to cut his fucking mic off. Jay, go ahead, Jay. What you gonna say, Jay?
That joint, it was above mediocre.
He like
Yeah.
Trump. His opinion don't count.
That's the only part you like of the song, man.
Don't do my dance to the trunk. To trunk, okay? That's my dance. I'm about to pat.
Yeah. Well, listen, man. He said this is the last one. I don't think this is the last one.
How you felt about this song?
I like
all
it.
of us.
I like it, man. I look forward to it every year.
Do you feel he touched all bases?
Nah, he didn't. He didn't. But there's so much going on in the year. Look, at the end of the year, the other stuff happened. He had to add that, like with Joe Buttons, like, you know what I'm saying?
But like you said, it was so much going on. Why he had to stretch so much of Diddy? If it was so much other going on,
all right. So
he
could
was a
have
big
chopped it up
topic.
a little shorter.
So
he made it a little longer.
Go ahead,
you know.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna let
Like
Jay
you
go
said,
first.
Diddy's a big topic.
Yeah, that was a huge topic.
Still talking about it to this
Yeah.
day.
They got all types of documentaries out right now. They got one
Let
that's
me ask
about
you
to
a
come
question.
out. Go ahead.
And I think
When's the last time he
Jay,
dropped?
hold on. Let Jay
I
finish.
think they're about to start putting people out there, like whoever was involved. They
Oh,
about to
God.
start naming names.
Oh,
to
they
it.
the videos.
Oh, God.
Who's on the videos?
Yeah.
Much.
Now go ahead, Zah.
When's the last album he dropped?
Who?
Uncle Murder.
Uncle Murder dropped. It was like a few months back, like 3-4 months ago.
3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah, of course I got it. You want me to play some of the joints in the mini mix? All right, yeah.
Please don't.
JLJ, pull up some Uncle Murder. You know what I'm saying? Hurry up, man. But I like it because of the time that he took to do it. Because you gotta think about it.
You got all
Nigga was
year
on
to do
tour,
that.
but he's on tour with 50 half of the year. And to still make time to put together something to give everybody at the end of the year, you gotta give him credit for that. He can be like, oh, nah, I'm already making money. I don't need to do that. But he don't. He do what he do. You gotta respect that. I mean, you don't gotta like it. It's cool.
I respect that
It's
he
cool.
do it, but it ain't for me.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm about to give you some fuel,
Yeah.
because
Don't
The
give
Lenny
me no-
Grant
don't
story.
give me
The
no
Lenny
fuel.
Grant story is all right, kid. If you listen to that album.
50's doing what out there in Vegas? He's
Oh,
I heard his
hating
whack.
on him.
I heard his tour been
see,
kind of whack out there.
we always hear negative stuff about our own people. You see what I'm saying? That's why we can't have shit.
I'm just reporting what's out
Oh,
there. If it's
my
fire,
God.
it's fire, nigga.
Listen,
Go ahead, Jay.
Trash.
the reason why they saying it is they're saying half the time they don't be hearing what he be saying. The sound is crazy, too much bass, and
So
a lot
who
of the
fault is
songs.
that? The venue or him?
Whoever do the sound check.
How many shows he did this year on tour? How many different countries he went
did a
to?
major
He's
tour.
doing
He
a
just came from a
residency
major
out
tour.
Yeah, he's
It
doing the
wasn't no-
residency.
He
It
doing
wasn't
the
no.
residency.
Well, he just came from a major tour. It wasn't no complaints about that.
This is
So
what I'm
why
saying.
They complaining about the residency.
Exactly. Probably ain't built for him, man, and the energy that he bring. You know what I'm saying? For real. Word, man. So, yeah, shout out to the haters out there. Congratulate me on a fantasy league win. You know what I'm saying? Nigga finally waving the white flag.
They hate.
So,
How they hating and they congratulate?
nah, because he mad as well. He's like, oh, calling his players Dominicans now. Oops, did I say that? I'm glad the camera's on Zach. Word.
Now
But-
you got to check his
Yeah,
fantasy.
you know what I'm saying? but all jokes aside though, man, was it as good as some of his other ones? Nah, but like you say, been doing it for almost over a decade. You know what I'm saying? So after a while you gonna get tired. But he better than what Mad Skills put out. That Mad Skills joint was terrible. Terrible. We played that last week. It was dripping. And we played it on Friday and it was dripping with whack juice. Can't get it all.
Both of them is in the trailer.
Word.
So, but if you rather
Trailer
hear
park
one of them, what would you rather
Uncle
hear?
Murder all day. He's more entertaining. His ad libs is
Crazy.
crazy for sure.
Crazy.
Word.
Give me a pen. I write 8 bars.
Oh my God,
I'm
man.
good.
You coming out of retirement?
Can't
Like you say
be
about
balls.
basketball?
No.
Chop a lot of niggas
I ain't
up.
never been
So you
around.
chop
got all
niggas
that
up?
bullshit.
So you
Chop
chop
a lot of
niggas
niggas
up?
I chopped a lot of niggas up.
Man, we don't believe you. Like
You
ever seen him on the basketball court?
You was there. You didn't see most of those.
Niggas ain't never see on no court.
Maybe you spray some perfume, nigga. Memorize.
Oh, no.
Let me get Rachel out here, baby. She be watching. Cooking you and Ray Wilkins like a steak.
And they have camera phones out there. We ain't got no witnesses.
She smelling good out there.
Right. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Busting your ass. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
not playing hard on no female,
Right.
bro.
Right.
She got it.
Beat him down, beat you down.
Shoot all you want.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. All that modest shit got you in embarrassment history.
You put anybody else in front of me, I'm murdering. That was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Next topic. Let's talk a little NBA.
Moving right along.
Let's move right along. This nigga starting to tell fables now.
Oh, no.
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Shout out to the hater. All you was there was you was just the fourth person to make 8, the 4 and 4, bro. Stop it. Grab rebounds and pass the ball to me. Move out the way. That's it. Set screens, man. Set some screens.
You sound like y'all want to
shoot
play
that
each other.
2-hand jump shot.
Who will win in the 21 game between y'all two?
What? You gotta ask that.
Damn.
I made him run plenty of laps around that farm,
Oh,
and I was lost.
There you go.
Man.
What? I was telling him run that way.
Oh,
He picked up the ball, run that way. He missed that free throw, run that way. You ran that way last time. Run this way.
This is entertainment. We got a little entertainment going on. We gonna let him entertain, right?
We can come on the phone. He was there.
Right.
Run that way.
Anyway, man.
Back go to NBA.
You know what?
Let's talk about the champ.
Yeah, let's talk about Derrick Rose and the tribute, man.
Oh.
That Chicago gave to him yesterday, man. What's y'all thoughts on that, man? Tips. And I'm gonna talk about the game too, because
that wasn't bad. How they tribute him for retirement, hanging his jersey in the arena.
Oh, they did hang it.
yeah, they hanged. Yep,
Yeah,
they
they
had
hanging
all of
his
his
jersey.
numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, all
The
his numbers
shirt
up
that they
there.
had
That
was
wasn't
fly.
bad.
They had
You
his
know?
number as a bull.
Too bad he couldn't bring a championship there.
They did.
What?
They did.
What?
It was
What?
Nah, it wasn't. That's what I'm
I
saying. It's
figured it
coming up
was.
soon. Yeah, it's not the jersey retirement.
Oh,
It's next year.
Oh, okay.
So it's just a
Yeah,
tribute.
next
They
year.
honored
Okay, it
him.
was like a
They
Yeah,
tribute.
they honored him. They honored him. They
honored him
had the
as a-
shirt that had his Bulls number, that had his Simeon number when he was in high school, and his Nick number when he played with the Knicks. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. So
Why the
it
Knicks ain't
was
do
cool.
nothing for him?
Huh?
Nothing.
But
There you go.
He don't want to win.
but what's y'all thoughts on his legacy though, man? Does he have a legacy? Being that he didn't win a championship.
No, the
Does
question
he
you
have
should
a
be
legacy?
asking: Do
What's
you
that?
feel that he's a Hall of Fame player? Do you feel he should be in the Hall of Fame?
I asked that question. I answered that question.
Yeah.
What you feel, Zai?
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
His without his injuries, he was one of the most explosive point guards that I've ever seen in my lifetime. Without that injuries,
So you feel he should have been in the Hall of Fame?
I ain't saying that. I'm answering the first question he said.
Oh,
as far
okay.
as his
Okay.
legacy.
His
Okay.
legacy, yeah.
Okay.
He was one of the most explosive. I mean, to go out there by himself and take the team on his back and do certain things by himself. I mean, Joakim Noah was there. I mean, he was decent, but he's the defensive, the workhorse. Boozer to me was trash. Like he gives you a little 15 and 10, but that team was him, all him. And the battles
can't
that
just
he
say
had
that.
against
You can't say that.
You can't just say
You had
that.
Butler
Everybody
there,
played a
and
role,
all
kid.
that.
Everybody played a role.
they played a role, but the dude won MVP for a reason. Bro.
Nah, but Joakim
He
Noah wasn't no bum though.
I ain't saying he wasn't. I mean,
He played defense and grab rebounds.
I just said he was a defensive presence,
Mhm.
but the battles he had in against Boston with 3 All-Stars, you know what I'm saying, and they still had to go to like game 6 or 7 for that. That dude was playing that year. That also helped the emergence of Rajon Rondo that year, who averaged a triple-double. That what's the name? But I think it's well deserved on this part. That's classy for the Bulls to do what they did. That's my opinion.
Go ahead, Tips.
It's not bad. I'm happy that they did it for him now. Then they hang his jersey up next year, you know. But I want everybody to think about that question I asked.
Hall of Fame?
Do you feel that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame?
No.
It's a tough one.
All his accolades that he did for
Accolades,
Chicago,
yeah.
accolades he did for Chicago. You know, do you feel that he should be in the Hall of Fame?
Not just Chicago. Remember, the Hall of Fame isn't just NBA. It's your all around.
Yeah, in the community and everything. Yes,
Memphis, everything.
Yeah, Memphis.
Yeah, everything.
Won. I believe they won a championship in Memphis, if I'm not mistaken. They won a championship in Memphis. They didn't?
No.
They lost the championship
Greg
game.
Oden and them won that year.
Yeah, Oden and them did win that year. Yep. But that's a tough question, Tips.
What about you, Zach? JOJ?
Nah, he's not a Hall of Famer to me. He's not a Hall of Famer.
He
had an impact.
Nah, you know what? I think that he is.
You think so?
Sorry, nigga. I know he couldn't fucking wait.
I don't know why he ain't pull up for the beginning over there. Shucking and jiving.
Yeah, man. I ain't talking about language, right?
I was just asking the question.
So,
listen,
I'm asking a good question.
Go ahead, Jay. I'm gonna let Jay go, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah, like I said before, I don't think he had the impact.
What?
No, he had an impact, but he didn't break no records. You know what I'm saying? What records he broke?
Jay, he was the youngest MVP in league history. That alone solidifies his spot in the Basketball Hall of Fame to me. That alone, and he dominated the league at his size in a tough era of basketball. That wasn't a weak era of basketball when he was dominating. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for the injuries,
how many years did he dominate?
He dominated for at least a good 4 or 5 years.
Leading up to his injury?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was definitely short-lived. Go ahead, 3. Yeah, we turned 3 mic on.
Yeah, his success was short-lived. Are we talking about the potential and what he did when he was healthy and active? Yes, but that's not how this works with the Hall of Fame.
That's a fact.
It's like, because in that opinion, Marbury would be a Hall of Famer by now. If
I think
so. With that, you know what I mean? I mean, it really all depends on your class as well. Like, are you up against a weak class? Like when you're eligible to go in, so it might be me, this guy, and that guy. But if it's a strong class, when did Rose retire? 2 years ago. So you up after it used to be 5 years, now it's 3 years. So that made it different, and they kind of watered down what a Hall of Famer is. So when guys see Tracy McGrady was injured, didn't really reach his full potential, didn't win titles, and he got in. You know what I mean? Certain guys got in. Chris Webber. A lot of people batted their eyes at Chris Webber. I think if Rose does get in, it's going to be strictly because who he was as a young guy, and because he's the league's youngest MVP ever. That's going to weigh heavy on it. He's definitely one of the greatest Bulls players ever. But you got some guys who are great franchise players, but that don't mean that they Hall of Famers.
Come on, you can't say over Jordan. Come on, don't do that.
He got
No, I didn't say the. I said one of. Like if we pick the top 10 Bulls, you telling me Derrick Rose is not in that?
No,
10?
he's in there. He's in there.
Facts.
Shit, he might be in the 5.
He's top of 5.
Yeah.
Facts.
He's top 5.
He might be in
His
the
career
5.
stats: 17.4 points a game, 3.2,
17 and 6 and a 3-time All-Star.
17, 3 and 5, 42% shooting.
Yeah.
That makes it into the Hall of Fame.
Well, you got to remember, he had a couple rehab years coming back. He wasn't.
That's his career. I get that.
Yeah. So
and
that's
also
why
staying around too long could hurt you as well.
That's
because if you stay around and he played a lot, he played more years after he was hurt.
I think
they was average season.
I think the Knicks years hurt him, and the Memphis.
Nah, the Knicks years helped him. What are you talking about? He played a major part in New York when he came here. He wasn't dominant.
That's what we're talking about. He's that New York bias shit. That's what we're talking about.
Nah, Derrick Rose played well when he was here. He was a mentor to the guys. He was still putting up buckets off the bench, and when he had to start,
they barely played him.
He was at a different point. He was at a different point in his career, man. You know what I'm saying?
Said buckets. So
he was putting up buckets, and when he was in Detroit, he was putting up buckets. And then he went to Memphis.
Detroit is the dead end, bro.
Yeah, he would have his nights, but I think that most of the guys that played longer and wasn't the same player anymore, they already cemented themselves as Hall of Famers. So, you know what I'm saying? Like Jason Kidd was already a Hall of Famer regardless.
Didn't he have a 50 game with the Knicks? I believe so.
He had a 50-point game when he was in Minnesota.
Yeah, that was Minnesota.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. One of them games he had 50.
That's a fact.
So I think the guys that stayed longer when they shouldn't have, like Gary Payton, you could say Chris Paul.
What about Vince
Jason
Carter?
Kidd? I mean, Vince is a Hall of Famer. He just got in.
Fact.
You know what I mean? He had some mediocre years at the end.
They were telling him to leave. He did 22, right?
Yeah, he had, Kevin Garnett stayed too long, Paul Pierce, but those guys were already Hall of Famers.
How many years he played though? Derrick Rose. Yeah,
I believe 14 or
14.
12. Yeah. And the second half of those years were mediocre specials.
Yeah,
like if we keep it in the stat.
Nah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
But if you just say like a 9-year window, like a Brandon Roy, exceptional.
Yeah.
So Brandon Roy's not.
Nah, he's not making
he's
it.
not
He's
gonna
not
make it.
going to make
He's
it.
not
Like,
gonna
he
make
was.
He didn't do
17,
enough.
He played 17.
Play 7. That's
17
crazy.
joints.
17 joints, and he was only dominant for 3 of them.
Yeah.
He was above average after that. Average.
He was average after that.
Yeah, he was a solid player, but the aura of who he was before that was still there. Like he gonna catch a flashback one night.
Him booming it, the most memorable moment. He boomed
Steve
it on
Nash.
the
Steve Nash.
Yes.
Yeah,
No, that was Goran Dragic.
No,
who threw
that was
shit on.
Goran Dragic. He touched the back of his jersey like I was like, oh my god,
Why you so mad?
Word, facts, word. Yeah.
Crazy to jump with him when he was in his prime.
That was
crazy.
different. Yeah, that was different.
He was taking off.
Him and Russell Westbrook, man, was 2 of the same type of guys athletically. You know what I'm saying?
John Morant.
Yeah, John Morant too, for sure. But it was short-lived, like 3 said, man. So what's y'all thoughts on this Jimmy Butler situation, man? Getting suspended by the Heat, and now they looking to trade him. For one, you know what happened when you fall out with Pat Riley, your career goes down the tubes after that.
It's done.
And where does he fit right now, currently? Go, Chips.
Hold. You know, I've been catching up on some reading lately.
Okay.
And if I'm not mistaken, Patrick Riley's 0-3 against getting free agents here to help play with Jimmy.
Okay.
You know, there was 3 dominant all-stars that wanted to come to Miami, play with him while Jimmy was there. Pat Riley only went hard for only one of them. If I'm not mistaken, it was Donovan Mitchell, right?
Mm-hmm.
He didn't go hard for the other ones that wanted to come, like Dame, and I forgot the other person that wanted to come before Dame.
I don't think it was.
You know?
I don't think it was on Dame. I think it was more so Portland that kind of stopped that. They wasn't sending him where he wanted to go.
They didn't get Miami wasn't offering what they wanted.
Yeah,
but
because
Pat Riley still didn't go hard. Because Pat Riley known for getting players he want. You understand? Let's be clear about that. He always known for doing that. Yeah. He could have got somebody to help Butler after them years that he was wanting help. He was relying
He got LeBron and Bosh in free agency, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He ain't trade or demand a trade to the Heat. He got those guys in free agency. He also got Kevin Love, I believe, in free agency as well. Right. Like, you know what I'm saying? They never really made big trades to get players there. You know what I'm saying?
But after the 2,
they've always traded for guys.
Right.
They're not a big.
They got Terry Rozier. They biggest trade is
like
Terry
a
Rozier.
big fish in the trade market.
What the fuck is you talking about? They got Shaq. What are we talking about?
Shaq.
That started the domino. That started the domino of them being a winning franchise. They got Shaq from LA. They wasn't winning before that.
Hold on, Wade won without Shaq.
Alonzo Mourning.
Hold on, that chip was with Shaq?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, matter of fact, you're right. Yes, you're
right.
But he was the man in that series.
Because Shaq was still Shaq. He wasn't prime Shaq, but they don't win without Shaq said, young fella, this is your team. I'm still me. And Dwayne Wade was still in his second year, I believe. And he was ready to take over. But Shaq was still Shaq. I remember that because they traded Lamar Odom for Shaq.
Yep. Yes.
After Pat gave Lamar like that big contract, they put him in the Shaquille O'Neal trade.
But outside of Shaq, what else other trades did they make?
Miami was never Miami was never no hotbed free agent destination.
It wasn't.
That's what I'm saying.
It's small market, but
small market, but the taxes and the good weather and all that type of shit. It's an attractive location. Right? But if all of their superstars that end up falling out gets treated this way, why the fuck would I want to go there as a superstar free agent? If I know if I rub Pat the wrong way, he traded me. Like recently, Shaq is on a pod saying, Jason Williams walked into practice a minute and a half late. Pat kicked them out.
Yeah.
And Shaq was like, nah, stay. We gonna figure it out. And then Pat was like, no, he's late. Go. And then Shaq was like, no. And then he was like, you could go too.
Boy.
And kicked them out. And then once Shaq left, he said Uncle Jerome was like, you know that U-Haul place up the block? We're gonna have to get in contact with them. And he said the next 2 days later he was traded.
Shaq?
Shaq was traded to Phoenix 2 days
There
later
you go,
after
man.
that fallout with Pat Riley.
Yeah,
That's why LeBron left Miami, because Pat Riley was like, it's not your way.
I
It's
can't.
the Heat way.
I want to get people. I want to get tickets.
Never
for,
ends well
for my crew to come here.
He's old school.
we
And
ain't
he's
doing
part
that.
ownership of the organization.
Exactly. And Mickey Arison let him do what he wanted.
Yo, they had Gary Payton, White Chocolate, Rashard Lewis,
Antoine Walker.
Morning, Shaq, Wade.
What was that kid that used to play the 3 from them?
Posey.
Jamal Mashburn.
Yes.
They had a nice little crew. They had an over the hill crew
that ran through that.
That been through there. So he's got some marquee players. May not have been in his prime. They prime when he got them.
But back to Jimmy Butler though. Where is this gonna end up? How's this gonna end up working out for him?
He can't play there no more.
He's definitely done that.
He mentioned Phoenix.
For what? Who? How?
That's what he mentioned.
He's not going to Phoenix.
And that's not gonna happen. Golden State tried to put a package together of Kuminga and Kuminga and somebody else for him, and they was like, no.
You'll get rid of Kuminga for over the hill Jimmy Butler?
Doesn't make sense. I forgot who the other player was. Kuminga.
It's like Kuminga, Pajimski, and some picks or whatever. But I think it's not really a lot of value there, because Jimmy isn't one. He got 1 year he can opt in or opt out of. It's hard to opt out of $53 million. Yeah. I don't think a team is going to give away a bunch of shit for a player on a 1 year deal. So I think that the ball is a little bit in his court, but I think if Pat Riley had his way, he'll ship him somewhere that he definitely don't want to go. I think a good spot for him would be Dallas to play along with Luka and Kyrie. That's just my opinion.
That was mentioned also.
He mentioned somebody. He mentioned Brooklyn. He did. He mentioned Brooklyn because Brooklyn got the money for him. They got the salary.
But he don't care about the money. He want to win.
He do care about the money. He don't care about
in his career. He's trying to win the chip, bro.
No.
He want the money. He want the money too, because he want
the money.
He want to stay in Miami, but they don't want to give him that 3 year deal that he wants.
Everybody failed to realize. Remember a while back before Paul George went to Philadelphia? Remember they were talking about Butler might go back to Philly?
Nah, he burnt his bridge over there, bro. He went over there. He didn't like playing with Embiid and all of these.
But Embiid wanted him back.
Right, Embiid wanted him back. Right,
because Embiid knew what he meant.
Miami knew that they wasn't going to give Butler this money that he's expecting right now. They knew this.
The same way
he ain't going back to Minnesota either.
They should have shipped him back to Philly.
The same way the Clippers are realizing that they made the right move, not giving Paul George that bag, and Philly's realizing, we see why y'all didn't get this nigga $190 million.
Right.
Nigga averaging 17 a game.
Come on.
I get it.
So, but he will be moved, and I think,
he gonna go somewhere where they don't want to sell him. He gonna go
40 years up, or
they're gonna go through this trade deadline. He's gonna be gone.
Somebody who probably trying to get a high draft pick that's gonna eat his salary, and then he can opt out, and then he can hit the free agent market, and he'll get some money. But they're not just gonna send him to.
He going out west. He ain't going.
coming to Brooklyn.
They're not gonna just send him where you want to go.
Not in the same conference, not in the same division.
But he definitely fit in a lot of places.
Denver will be a good fit for him.
Denver
will be a good fit for him. Facts.
Him and Westbrook and Joker.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No.
You won't take him over Michael Porter?
Murray?
No, because he can't space the floor like Michael Porter.
Who they giving up for him? Murray and who else?
They're not giving up Murray.
They're not giving up Murray for no Jimmy Butler.
Got it. One of them got to go in order to get Jimmy and Joker.
No, you got to think about it mathematically. Who got the money to give
the two landing spots for me that he fits, and I think that both the teams will excel if they get him. One, Dallas. You can play him at the 3 immediately. Mm-hmm. Him, Kyrie, and Jimmy at the 3. I think that works. And I think San Antonio works as well.
Yeah.
You put him with Wemby. You put him with Wemby. Play with the young boy. And he's a solidified veteran. He's a solidified veteran that Wemby you don't have to play through Wemby all game. We already know what Jimmy is in the playoffs. Like, you could play in the half court, you could post him up, you could run offense through him. And he kind of turns it up in the postseason.
So would him and Chris Paul fit though?
I mean,
Chris Paul can play with anybody.
I'm talking about locker room wise.
I mean, that nigga played with Rondo. Chris Paul and Rondo to me is the same nigga mentality wise. So Jimmy played with Rondo, and they was the 8th seed about to knock off Boston before Rondo broke his. As I remember that before Rondo broke his finger.
Yeah. We also know that sometimes Jimmy don't be always committed.
Because he want to wait to the fucking playoffs.
Because he always wants to wait to the playoffs.
Because he's a low maintenance superstar.
A lot of teams ain't gonna want to, take that chance and gamble on it.
But that's why you got to put him on a team where he's not the guy.
The Knicks.
He's tier 2.
He's a tier 2, 3 nigga.
There you go.
He's a tier 2, 3 nigga. Like Zah just said, he is. He's not
No. I know he's not. He's
not a tier 1 because he's not going to bring it every night. A tier 1 got to bring it every night.
Yes,
a fact.
He's a dog.
It's like with Randall. Randall wasn't a tier 1 dude. He wasn't.
Yeah,
no, he wasn't.
But he wanted to walk around like he was.
Yes.
Now he getting his ass exposed out there
Like,
in Minnesota.
He was dribbling all crazy the other night.
Evans said,
losing control.
Evans said you play like you playing in jeans, nigga.
Hell yeah. Skinny
Everybody
jeans.
standing there like this. He's just dribbling.
Not no cards.
Anthony Evans went to the corner. He's in the corner already. Like, I got give me. Then you got to move out the way because Anthony Evans trying to shoot.
So
Come
what about De'Aaron Fox, man, in Sacramento? What's your thoughts on that, man? They saying that he might end up requesting a trade sooner or later.
He just got Mike Brown sent out of there.
Was that the best thing to do?
They blame it. Well, they blamed it. The media made it seem like Mike Brown. It was Mike Brown pulled him to the side, was talking to him right after that he got fired. So they putting that blame on him. Is the reason why Mike Brown lost his job.
So where's he gonna fit though? I don't know.
Mike is an old school dude. He an old school nigga. So what happened was he's trying to hold those guys accountable the way you used to be able to hold guys accountable. With these new guys, man, you can't. They can't take anything. They going right to the owner. They going right to the, whoever they comfortable feeling speaking with that. I can't play for this guy. And at the end of the day, the coach is going to be exiled before the player because I'm paying the player this much money. This is my franchise guy. But we all know fucking Sacramento's a shit show. Like they haven't been anything like for how long? 20-something coaches in the last decade. Like it's crazy.
Damn.
You fired the only coach that got coach of the year and got y'all back to the playoffs.
They was just the number 2 seed a couple of years
ago. Winning 50+ games. And I
heard
heard it was because
they got a crew.
And I heard it because he mentioned possibly bringing DeRozan off the bench. And I think he started bitching about that. So I mean,
but you need something to come off the bench for that team.
Not DeRozan.
Yeah, but an 18-year vet that's proven 20-something guy. And DeRozan is hard to coach because he don't fit in today's NBA. He got to be on the right team. His game is methodical. His game is post up. His game is mid range. But that's not today's NBA.
That's not today's NBA.
So you know what I mean. So he not on the right team necessarily for today's NBA.
That's a fact.
Everybody want to just shoot threes. You'll watch a game and the first 10 shots are threes.
That's a fact. That's a fact.
So give up the layup, went right to the 3-point line and pull.
And your man Joel Embiid, man, Draymond Green out here giving him words of encouragement, telling him to keep his head up. Does he deserve all the criticism that he's getting right now?
Yes.
For being who he is. Guys, Tips, talk about it.
Who, Embiid?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, nigga.
Sorry, nigga.
First of all, there's so many videos out. Shout outs to all the people who put their phones out and be streaming all of this shit. But there's so many videos out that how he plays. He's a dirty player.
Embiid?
Yes. Real dirty, man.
He is a dirty. I lost a lot of respect for him in that Knicks series, man.
He's a dirty player.
We cleaned them niggas up.
Dirty, man.
Cleaned them niggas up.
Anybody who's busting his ass, he gonna foul you crazy. He gonna keep doing it.
Word.
He gonna keep doing them.
Somebody need to put hands on him, put some paws on him.
He's soft.
But he's soft.
He is soft.
Because then he'll run behind the referee like, hey, look at him, look at him.
Yeah, he's soft. He's soft.
Come on.
Yeah, 7-foot nigga though.
Yeah, Philly should have moved off on Embiid when he had some real value. I think it's too late. I think that they just gonna have to live with it. I think Maxi's the guy. They realizing that Paul George is not the guy.
No. Boy, how about that? Nobody even talk about him there right now.
So I think that they should have moved off Embiid when he still has some real value. I don't think they could get a lot for him, but he's still under contract. So that, in my opinion, with the league, that and the whole Phoenix demise, because Phoenix fell apart once they decided to trade for Bradley Beal.
Yeah,
they got a green owner who listened to Isaiah Thomas, and once they traded Chris Paul and DeAndre Ayton, their whole franchise fell apart. This is y'all went from 30 wins to getting 50 wins. Y'all were just in the finals 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Like how do you just?
How can you bounce back?
And their payroll is crazy. They got the highest payroll in the league.
Right.
Done. Them niggas is mediocre.
For the next 5 years or something like that, right?
Them niggas better have a fire sale.
What's
Devin
Devin
Booker?
Booker get?
He's he got like a supermax deal.
Yeah, and he's gonna request a trade soon.
Yeah.
He getting out of there.
Yeah.
KD banking, Bills banking. So
Yeah.
Listen, man. I don't feel
lot.
sorry for
How
none of
long?
them.
How
niggas.
long you think Durant got left?
He got a good 3 years left
Facts.
in him,
Definitely
in my
3
opinion.
years.
He got definitely 3 years left. And I think Booker still got a lot left. I just think
I know
he got to
Booker
get out
a
of
lot left,
Phoenix.
but he's younger than
Bradley Beal, trash.
Right.
Yeah,
Bradley Beal done.
His contract is just going up and up. I think in his last year he gets 64.
Yeah, shit's stupid. Robbed them in
The worst contract in sports.
with a bad
Word.
back and all.
Facts.
No
Facts.
trade clause.
Facts.
And he
Who the
got a
fuck
no
signed
smoke.
off on this?
Word.
He got a great agent.
Facts.
Whoever that
Him and
was
Monty,
in
him and
Washington,
Monty
that was the
Williams.
Washington
Him and
dude,
Monty
right?
Williams, the luckiest
That was
niggas
the
in the league.
Washington joint, right?
Yep.
That was got in
He
Washington.
got that deal in
Oh
Washington.
yeah.
Now,
It's
now,
crazy.
man, last but not least, this situation, man, in New York with Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns. Who should the team be ran through? Because whenever Brunson takes a whole lot more shots than Towns, the Knicks don't win. Whenever Towns is the focal point on offense, they win and they win big. He had 44 and 16 last night, bro. Easily.
Towns?
Yeah. But the night before in OKC, he only had 17 points, and they wasn't giving him the ball. They stopped giving Mikal Bridges the ball, and I blame Brunson.
Yeah,
Now,
he's a point
I love
guard.
Jalen Brunson, but it's seeming to me like he in his head now, and he's one of these guys walking around like he's a real 1A. And to me, I don't think he's a 1A.
This the talk it's the same talk I had with this guy
tier 2?
2 years ago.
He's a tier 2, yeah.
But he was fooled that he was that guy.
Yeah, but they gave the whole team to him.
when
and I
you-
don't
Yeah,
like it.
but again, he walked into that situation as a free agent. He was the best player, obviously. He was a lead guard who could score the ball and play his way. But at the end of the day, Brunson has to work too hard to get his.
Yeah.
He's one of those guards that it's not like, get out my way, I'm going to go dunk on this nigga, or I'm just going. No, you have to do some footwork shit,
Yeah.
post the nigga up.
Yeah.
That's not your game. So at this point, it's Cat's team. You're the co-star, nigga. Like, you're the number 2. It's like you can still, it's like Tyrese Maxey knows his Embiid team.
Yeah.
But some nights I'm going to be the guy.
Yes.
That's what Brunson got to understand. Like,
he don't
this is
see.
Cat team, and some nights I'm going to be the guy because I'm going to have a matchup.
That's ego, bro.
Yeah.
Because Cat just
And
got
he's
there.
quiet, and you would think that he gets it, but he don't, kid. And I see it in his play on the court.
I watched the game Friday night, and I watched how the meltdown happened. First of all, Tibbs is doing a thing where
He got to go too.
Tibbs is doing a thing where
Who you
Hart,
want, D'Antoni?
Hart bringing the ball up. Hart setting up the offense now for a few plays. You know, Brunson get the ball, but Brunson not moving the ball around. Ball movement is helping the Knicks win games.
Bro.
There was no ball movement in the last 6 minutes of that game.
I'll give you
It
some.
was our ISO ball with
He
Brunson.
was watching it.
And
He
Brunson,
froze
and
Mikal Bridges
Brunson-
out the second half.
Brunson
Right.
is
And-
not
and
a
Mikal Bridges-
facilitator,
and
man.
Mikal
I've been
Bridges-
telling you that.
Mikal Bridges
He's not.
was getting it going throughout
He's
the
off
first
guard.
half.
Yeah.
The first half.
He had like what, 24?
He finished with 24. Yeah.
You got to go back and look at the system those guys came up in. If
Let's
you
go.
watch Villanova basketball,
Uh-huh.
Jay Wright never had a primary point guard. He just had guards who can score the basketball.
DiVincenzo, yep.
You know what I mean? DiVincenzo,
John B.
fucking Kyle Lowry,
Yes.
Hart. Like, he had these types, Scotty Reynolds,
Scotty Reynolds.
Corey
damn.
Fisher.
Yeah.
He had these guys that could just score the ball, but they not really set up guys. And if you go back and watch, Jalen Brunson wasn't even the best player on none of those Villanova teams.
That's a fact.
You get what I'm saying? But the dynamic that the league was changing in the NBA is that they allow guards to shoot 10 threes a game and handle the ball and ISO. That's why he was undervalued in Dallas, and he was going to eventually leave anyway because he's not really a backup. He's
That's a fact.
talent-wise and skill-wise, he's a starter.
Yeah.
But he's not a superstar guard. So
He's not.
that's what I was always saying to Stills. He's like, Jalen Brunson is this, and that. I'm like, Jalen Brunson is solid, my nigga, but he's not. He's not fucking Jason Kidd,
Yeah, he's
Steve
not.
Nash,
Nah, he's
Chris
definitely
Paul
not.
in his prime, Derrick Rose. He's not that.
Nah, he's not.
I think that he had the Jeremy Lin effect when he came to New York. Now, hear me out. I'm not comparing the two. I'm saying that in fact in the point of that nobody didn't expect for him to do the things that he did when he came to New York. He's scoring his points the way he's scoring, and he's doing all this other stuff. And next thing you know, they got 40, got 30, got 40, got 30. And it's surprised, like Jeremy Lin. This year coming back is a different story. More people are prepared for that mid-range jump, and you ain't posting up certain players no more doing that.
Yeah, because the matchup is going to change. I'm not going to put a guard on you. I'm going to put a wing on you.
These teams have gotten better.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a wing on you now.
Because
and
now they know how to play him now.
Right.
And Tibbs don't make it no better because Tibbs ran everybody the other night 40 minutes and better. All 5 starters, bro.
Yeah, that was crazy.
He played 40 minutes, man. He's going even when the playoffs come, y'all gonna be tired.
Yeah.
If y'all not hurt, y'all gonna be exhausted.
I always say this: the reason why Jeremy Lin got off, there was no data on him. There was no scouting report.
Nobody knew. Nobody
expected him to do that. So now it's enough data on Jalen Brunson to be that, yo, we not letting you do what you love to do. We just gonna put a bigger guy on you because we know you want to post a smaller guy up.
That's what I'm saying.
Put your back to the basket and use your footwork to do that. Now we have enough data to tell us that we're not gonna let you be the best version of yourself.
That's a fact.
Now his natural ability is not the ability of a playmaker. He's a scorer.
Yeah.
And a heady guard, but he should embrace Cat and let Cat be the focal, and you just be the sidekick. And some nights it's gonna be your night.
That's what you gotta recognize. Like
he ain't recognizing that.
Somebody's not in his ear who should be in his ear.
Because they
he got a taste. He got a taste of of being the guy.
Facts.
He drunk off being the guy.
He played the whole season of being the man, the go-to guy. Give the ball to him and let him do it.
It falls back on Tibbs.
Yes,
because now.
It's golf.
The catch 22 to this all. How are you going to beat OKC and OKC play 10 guys and the Knicks only play 8?
Yo, kid.
Jalen Brunson, the reason they lost to Miami that year.
That's a fact.
Yo, they can be up 20-some points in the game and he still got the starters out there. Put the young guys in.
Yeah, he's not. But that's a problem, yo. How are you going to develop your players if you don't trust them?
Yeah.
First of all, he should get off that bullshit because he trusted quickly to where quickly he is the way he is now. He developed certain players, even though they're not on the team no more. But he developed certain players. He should be playing that.
Develop them, man. They always had
the skill. Quickly was a
they always had the skill. He didn't develop shit. They always had the skill. They just got time.
What's that big man? What's that big man that always
Jericho Sims?
No.
Oh, Huck
the dude that they should be playing.
Huck Porty.
Huck
Porty. Huck Porty.
Yes,
he should be playing.
Should be playing him. You don't play Jericho Sims like that. I get that because you go small ball with
You got Campaign and Preston. You got Campaign and Deuce McBride, the first 2 guys off the bench.
Right.
Yeah.
Nah, don't worry about that.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, you don't play the youth. You should be playing the youth.
Yeah, what I'm saying? He's not a coach for today's game, man. And it's unfortunate that he's just gonna get us as far as he can get us, but he's never gonna be able to take us over the top because he can't manage players and rotations the way that really good teams do. Look at them players on OKC the other night. How many of them guys off the bench that was torching us did you ever hear about?
And they played deep.
None of them.
They played deep.
But he got faith in them and he coached them up. They know that they got a role.
You know the week for KC is going to be crazy, right? They played us on Friday.
They getting tested.
They play Boston right now.
And they don't even got Chet Holmgren.
And now they play the Knicks again in the Garden on Friday.
And we're going to probably lose that game too.
Yeah, but the way he running that team basically like a college team.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Next man up, he going 10, 12 deep.
Right, come on.
But that's how you should do it, though.
You can do that during a regular season if you have the luxury to do that. If you have the personnel to do that, you can do that. So that's how they're playing. Once the playoffs come, that rotation is going to get chopped down to 8, 9
but
guys.
that's supposed to be.
Winning during the regular season, that's the way that coach, and that he can do that.
Boston, no.
Yeah, but it's always healthy to do that because in the playoffs, we know injuries happen.
But it depends on the coach.
Yes.
Like Tibbs, that's not who he is. We know he don't rely on young guys. He don't believe that even young guys should be in a rotation.
Boston up by 4 in the third. Okay.
Okay.
You want to run the score for us?
Okay, thank you.
All right.
All right. Real quick, before we go into
the
this
champs.
tips air to the streets mix, are the Cavs for real?
No.
They not?
No.
They not. So
To
Kenny
me-
Atkinson don't make a difference. Now that's a coach.
They playing great, but we beat them.
Regular season darlings, I'm gonna say. I think that I think that in a playoff series you could prepare for them and you could get them up out of
We
here.
ran them. We gave them.
They
We gave them that first
They
loss.
ain't got that much over there.
We're
you know
not
what I mean?
worried about them.
But night to night, well coached, they're gonna be a problem.
Yeah, they 30-4. So
Yeah.
I mean, they
They
record
better
wise.
they're better than Boston.
Yeah, they got they number
And
one
we
right
right
now.
behind Boston.
They 30-4.
Oh.
And we right on Boston Hills.
But again, you can't
Playoff time.
play
It's a
night to
different
night
story.
and playoffs is a different story.
Yeah.
Now it's like I
know
could
it's
take away
different
everything you love
It's a
to do.
different animal, right? It's
Facts.
definitely different. But
That's why they got.
But I noticed how Chucky Atkins came at me.
Kenny Atkins.
Kenny
He said,
Atkins.
Chucky Atkins. Shout out to Chucky Atkins somewhere. You got to mention on Balzo's radio.
Shout out to the
man.
Loud Pack.
Kenny Atkins got that team playing hard though. I could honestly say that.
Nah, he's a
Good
good
coach.
coach.
You know,
a
he's
good
a
coach.
very good coach. But he was with Golden State for the last couple of years, right? As their assistant.
Probably
If I'm not
was.
mistaken.
Yes, he was.
You know?
Yeah.
He was in Brooklyn before, right?
Yes.
No,
Yeah.
he was Brooklyn as the Brooklyn coach, but he
Yes.
went to
Yeah.
Golden State as the assistant. or
Yeah,
something like
yeah.
that.
He's
You
a
know?
very good coach. He
Yeah.
left the Brooklyn job. He
Right.
didn't even want it.
Facts.
He
Right.
resigned.
I would leave too.
Shout out to Keisha
nobody
Sky.
wanna
We
be in
see
the
you,
next-
baby.
Nobody want to be in that. Shout out to Keith. Shout out to the boss.
Look at you.
Yeah.
All on her nuts. But she don't got nuts.
She got nuts.
You all on her body.
Don't be
All
scared.
on her body. Yeah,
Don't did it.
If she
Don't
come
did
in
it.
here, you gonna cower down like you did last
It's
time.
all right. I let Keisha rock.
Okay.
Man. I let Keisha rock,
Okay.
babe. You gotta let the ladies rock.
Of course.
Shout out to Keisha Scott. Got this guy out here, man.
That's the
Acting
boss.
crazy. But anyway, let's take it to our end of the street mix. Tips, what you got for us today, man? For the new year.
For the new year.
Heavy Griselda?
No.
Oh, okay.
Before the year
I hope you
ended.
did better this
One of
week.
my favorite.
JOJ, you got him ready over there?
One of
You gotta
my
give me a second. Don't rush.
Oh,
Take your time.
man.
All I gotta say is take your time. Take your time.
Oh.
one of
You
my
about to blow a gasket.
one of my favorite artists back in the 90s came back out with an album right before Christmas.
Uh-oh. Favorite artist from the 90s and came back with an album?
Right before Christmas.
Album? Hold on.
Okay.
Yes. 32 cuts to be exact.
32?
Oh, okay. I get you.
Oh,
I get
my
you.
God.
I get
Yes,
you.
Oh,
man.
no.
Shout out to
You
Jerry.
That's
know,
too much.
shout out to the Jersey, man, by the way.
Shout out to Redman.
You know, Redman came back out again. You know, finally with an album, put all that together, all them freestyles he was doing, jacking beats and everything. You know, my first selection is him featuring Method Man. La 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 la. Let's go.
Okay,
Jay.
Jay, let's go.
Let's go, yo. Now everybody welcome me back like I'm Carter. It's 90s ugly. I'm in the mirror like Shabba. America's most blunted. Cheech and Chong say I'm bandada. A bounty hunter with a sour hammer. Hit your hood, I'm in pocket high, get around. I'm on my toes like a midget in a urinal. Whoever you connect, boy, better tell them I'm looking for the killer. I'm trying to catch a felon.
I'm looking for who's selling. Mary cooking my cerebellum. I pin and tell him my artist war, Machiavelli. By day 7, see what you smelling is me and Helen. You see that 7 or 7 C's, call me Magellan. Or call a Reverend, Mac 11 and split your melon. If that don't get him, a honeydew in a split second. America's most put us both in the smoke section. With no sticks and no seeds and no
I'm
exception.
like, yeah, you know I roll like. I'm like, this nigga got it, yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Now everybody say, I'm like, yeah, you know I roll like. I'm like, this nigga got it, yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Rick City, snap that.
Blunt brothers, you got the herb, the blunt covered. You came to beef with a butter knife that don't cut it. Just cold busted, wild style when I cold crush it. The Giller house got a Giller monster, cold blooded. You already, I run with Reggie, I don't puff it. We like De Niro and Joe Pesci, but low budget. Bunch of buzz killers, buzz buddies, they asking how you do it. Ain't no like you
Hey,
do
yo,
it, I
Meth,
just
I got
does it.
that granddaddy and I'm listening to Bob Marley. I tear the roof off the porch like it's house party. I got the new edition, that green homie, it's a killer. Ralph, Ricky, Mike, Bobby, Ronnie, and Johnny. Niggas say they got gas, but it's all gas. They talking like a podcast, nigga, all ass. I never share and I don't pass the clip, cause that shit on his lip got some shit on his lip, nigga. Yeah, you know I roll like. I'm like, this nigga got it, yo.
Yeah, then we smoke that.
Now everybody say that. I'm like, yeah, you know I roll that. I'm like, this nigga got it, yo.
Yeah, and then we smoke that.
Brick City step out. Hey yo, this weed I got, bruh. I swear on my mama I can see the future. The hood say I got kush for diamonds. I'm at court in marijuana pajamas. The judge said, you smoke bud? I'm like, yeah, your honor. I got the plug, so my homie got it on the low. Cause I'm looking at your O's, nigga, like, what are those? I got a party in LA. If I run out of bud, I need more like Rudy Ray, nigga.
Oh, in my French, I'm so international. This is Doc and Meth, Jim Fumin, Sacre Bleu. The skunk on me, mon ami, pet le vieux. Call your Matthew, and that's how I get me get with you. This is Vex on more energized, no rest for me. No positive without negative, more or less, homie. The best bud in the West on me, no stress on me. Protect your neck, cause me and Brody got next.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah, I hope you like that track. Moving right along as JOJ get it together for me.
Gotcha.
Off of that album. Don't you miss a couple of things from back in the days you used to see on TV? Things of those natures?
Yeah.
You know? Moving right along. Redman, don't you miss?
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna take it back. Man, pass the motherfucking weed, man. Nigga, you trying to play me, nigga? Go ahead. Don't you miss when it was all about skills? Don't you miss DJs on the wheels? Don't you miss when a nigga did a show? He tear the shit down cause he's so ill. Don't you miss Ed Lover and Dre? Don't you miss Free and AJ? Yeah, I'm a 90s boy and I never give up. Rock with me or get out my way. Hey, I'm from the 9-0, meaning I give you what you pay for. 5-0, pull me over. A-holes, I hop out the ride like Kung Fu Joe. Blunt in the air, gun in the armpit. 90s got Carl Kanai on the garment. Did I clean my apartment? Never. MTV said it'd be a bestseller. 90s where you had to protect your neck. Even Jack Judah put hands on the rep. Internet, nah. Nigga, we brawled if a rapper had beef, need him at sound check. Chocolate tie weed filled up the lungs while I rock Mary. What's the 411? Biggie's from Brooklyn. I was from Jersey. We met at Branson's. Bottles on the curb. That's how real niggas get wasted. I'm fucked up with Tigger in the basement. I got Little Kim poster. Her legs open. I stared at it so much I can taste it. Don't you miss wearing North Face coats? It was like it was sorta cool to be broke, right? That's why I'm here tonight. For the real 9-0 hero to take flight. Yo, don't you miss Pete Rock on the wheels? Or Soul Train with chicken on the mill? Don't you miss when a nigga did a show? He got the crowd hyped cause he really had skills. Don't you miss the Apollo log and that old lady in the front getting it on? Yeah, I'm a 90s boy and I never give up. Rock with me cause you niggas been born. Hey, y'all talking the wrong way. Jibber jabber, I'm paid. I'm an icon. Walk this way. Make sure you're rope tighter than Monet. 40 OE boot camp click. How were you? Diddy was running the campus. I was a wild boy, strung off the reefer. Me and my weed was like Dutterman and Keisha. Don't you miss when you came to a show? Everybody joined in when a nigga said, oh. Don't you miss chuckers and fatigues? Now niggas rocking flip-flops and tight. Jodeci, Guy, SWB. Purple Rain from round 116. 90s best. I tell you what's next. I'm waiting on the album from Tribe Call.
Word. Moving right along. For all my Redman fans, download that album. That album's fire to me. You know, my next track off that Benny the Butcher 38 Special. Bad Guy. You got me, JOJ?
I got you, man.
Harry Ford gon' hold me down as soon as that beat loop.
Hey, yo, what's up with 38? They say he's smooth. Came through in a navy blue Versace jacket with crazy shoes. Pay attention to the way he moves. OGs gave me rules. Never fall victim to lazy fools. The reason why they pay me dues. And all the ladies choose to suck me off while my Mercedes cruise. I grew up around shady dudes that trade me tools they would use for some months like baby shoes. I've never been afraid to lose. Reason I ain't in prison, cause my intuition gave me clues. All of my bitches may be used. I quarterbacked enough plays to fill Tom Brady's shoes. Tell my enemies to play confused. End up on the daily news more than Palestine and Israeli Jews. You hooked with crazy dudes for fronting on the internet. Now you gon' die for them 80 views. Trust.
Everybody show you love when you winning. Where I'm from, that's how it always been. And everybody root for the villain. Where I'm from, the bad guy. More money, more hoes, that's just how I go. Pick them and I choose them like any money, mo. Yeah. How you get this money? Everybody wanna know. Headed to the top.
The butcher coming,
nigga.
Go. When I'm top, I can't get caught surprised. Is it me? But I don't trust with no FedEx trucks just be parked outside. The truth done spoke. I've been called by God. At Santorini in the New York state of mind, like that song by Nas. Bros become your rivals. Vultures want your title. Gun told us wanna slam you when you Jokic in the finals. Sons gonna be coming, they pops me. You know this shit a cycle. I raised kids I knew was in minds like Joseph from the Bible. We go together like body bags, dirt spades, shovels. I know kingpins who read on the 3rd grade level. Guess who turned it up when the first came? The work shade yellow. I'm a Mac. Y'all still on text back the first day level. Yeah. You ever cut a brick symmetric? Before your kids go home from school, you wipe the table with disinfectant. But all jokes aside, let me really ask you, who else retiring with a Pyrex and an Emmy statue?
Everybody show you love when you winning. Where I'm from, that's how it always been. And everybody root for the villain. Where I'm from, the bad guy always
From state warrants, housing elevators, we played corners. Now we race foreigns. I kept it cool as them gray Jordans. Place got steak on them. Some got active, some laid dormant. Condo space in Florida. Plug from familiar, they can't deport them. You know cheap deals. TSA stopped me and found like 3 pills. Arrest me before I made it to the field. Felt like Tyreek Hill. Nappy braids, talking headshots. You know, like Meek Mill. Pussy changed niggas' lives. That's what I call a freak deal. Counted over $1 million in cash, and I was me still. Shit bag or casket. He just happy he could pee still. Solid know that we still. Remember, I got pulled over by Peak Skills. Bitch that was driving, speaking on 3 wheels. She got off for the cheap deal. The cargo in the car was 30 years at least. Felony on my name, stood on my feet still. The parking lot of mama job, that's when the beef real. Couldn't walk in my shoes, you won't understand how my feet feel.
Shout out to Skip Bayless out here trying to pay like he wait.
Oh, word, man. We just hearing some crazy news, man. Crazy.
Simp of the year,
crazy, man.
Simping.
But moving right along to my last little track.
Skippy simping.
Gladiator Pit, Nems, OT the Real, Benjamin. Let's go, Jay.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yo. Right now's not the time to hate, I'm everywhere. It's pure torture thinking you can fuck with my squad. Now that's a tall order, 10 deep, hopping on planes, my crews across borders. I don't go to beaches no more, my pool got salt water. You gotta learn that I'm not gonna lose. I told her let me go raw, who is condoms and pools? Really baby think about it, fuck's the matter with you? Hit me on the gram, I fucked the same night out of the blue. My personality done got me out of the red. This blicky will put your fucking thoughts out of your head. You a loser, get them fucking thoughts out of your head. And if it ain't about money, I don't get out of the bed. These satin sheets is too comfortable. I don't do sleepovers. Wake up, you're too comfortable. You're fucking weird. That's why bitches don't fuck with you. They putting pills all in they drink like Cliff Huxtable. Yo, take these last 4 bars and rub them on your chest. Yo, Webby, tell them don't ever disrespect me. Yeah, we outside, stupid. Fuck your life.
Y'all done got past the Mason and step outside of the pulpit. It is what it is. No, this killer came with a full clip. I ain't come for play. So understand there ain't no skipping this ass whooping. Pen sharper than Club Shay, These dudes are stuck in a clear state of delirium. They ain't good, fellas. Lil' Joey think that we scared of them. Them niggas got it backwards. God, I'm a dog. The Lord my shepherd, but the interior's stereo. Been a pit bull since that fool was screaming culo, puto. Going ham ever since without the prosciutto. Young bucking at niggas with 50 cent on my school clothes. Just coring the court bodies on corners till school closed. See, Lord Loyalty falsified when met with a few hoes. Falling out like autumn retail the way I seen crews fold. Me and mine been solid as number twos with excessive fiber in the stool. Through shortcomings so tall as my new bowl. God flow, how light shine through me like blue stone. Go to legend, I'm only operating in true modes. And you know I'm in my element, this ain't no fool's goal. I had to undertake a lot while evading the tombstones. Whoa.
Take your cosigns and rub them on your chest. If there's something I'm stressed, we'll just come to y'all address. There's work coming once I'm done with all the rest. That's why I put on this rollie and this gun when I get dressed. Fiends get the Fetty Betty, ice for the tweakers. Skate roll multi-cell, fight for your sneakers. I whacked up a bike, homie tried, said it was decent. Careful on that line, you'll get indicted for your recents. I done seen cars put people behind walls. I done seen Raw get beat on in times fall. I done seen whores get evil in line balls. This business a grind sport, I suggest you mind yours. The work slows up, then the robberies occur. If you say nobody's home, bro, you gotta be for sure. The pots is being stirred, this the prophecy in words. She gon' need a colonoscopy from swallowing this work. They ain't stopped making guns once they made yours. It's tough, you and your ops get blunts from the same store. Money's the only thing I came for. We don't re-up, we just make more.
I keep faking smile after smile, I can barely pretend. Cause I'm just so sick of burying friends. They're fighting with the mirror.
Shout out to Tips for that Air to the Streets mix. Man. Word up, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Tips. Talk your talk.
That, man.
Word up.
Tune in every week.
Yeah.
You always catch something that you haven't heard before. Let's
go.
go.
Let's go. But before we move on, we gotta pay a little bills.
Yo, big shout out to Bars and Hoops Radio. You know what it is. It's all about the bars. It's all about the hoops. Bars and Hoops Radio. S for the Ghost E-Block. Yeah.
E-Block. Word up, man. For real, man. So, reached the part of our show, man, where we're going to talk about these NFL scores. This is the last week of the regular season for the NFL. And I'm kind of happy with some of the results out here, man. I'm actually in the running to win some money this week. You know what I'm saying? In the pool, it took 18 weeks, but hey, better late than never. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about the scores in a recap, man. So, starting with yesterday, man. Yesterday's action, the Baltimore Ravens beat the Cleveland Browns like they stole something. 35-10 was the score. Baltimore moved to 12-5. The Browns dropped to 3-14. Lamar Jackson, he had a decent day at the office. 217 yards through the air, 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry, a monster game on the ground. 20 carries, 138 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Rashawn Bateman added 5 receptions for 76 yards and 1 touchdown. And the Ravens cleaned the Browns up for the season. Moving on over to last night's game. We had a cold one in Pittsburgh, and the Cincinnati Bengals doing what they do every year, finishing strong. They beat the Pittsburgh Steelers 19-17 in Heinz Field. Joe Burrow adding on to his MVP season. He passed the ball 46 times yesterday for 277 yards with 1 touchdown and 1 interception. Khalil Herbert carried the ball 20 times for 69 yards, and Jamar Chase had 10 receptions for 96 yards and 1 touchdown in a winning effort in Pittsburgh. Yeah. Moving on over to
Yeah.
Hold on.
Jets.
Not the Jets. We're going to save them for last now. Shout out to Tips all on the screen, like always, all in your videos. Word up. Come over to Death Row. Word up. Moving on over to Atlanta, where the Carolina Panthers beat the Atlanta Falcons 44-18. It was 38 in overtime. Bryce Young saved his best performance for the last game of the season. 251 yards through the air with 3 touchdowns.
A lot of the bumps.
Michael Penix Jr., he came to the party to play too. He had 312 yards through the air with 2 touchdowns and 1 interception for the Falcons. Miles Sanders, who I saw the other day buying mad shots in Carolina, he carried the ball 17 times for 86 yards and 1 touchdown. And he's a hell of a bowler too. You know what I mean? Shout out to Carolina. They actually came through and won a game. They beat the Falcons 44-38 in Atlanta. Moving on over to the Houston Texans and the Tennessee Titans. The Houston Texans clean up the Titans 23-14. The Texans improve to 10-7. Davis Mills started today. He had no touchdowns with 128 yards through the air. Nothing to really talk about. Will Levis on the other side passed for 175 yards with 1 touchdown. Tony Pollard carried the ball 22 times for 62 yards. And Calvin Ridley, in his last game of the season, had 3 receptions for 76 yards in a losing effort to the Houston Texans. Moving on over to the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. The Giants almost blew it today again.
Damn.
They lost to the Eagles 20-13. Giants finished the season with 3-14, a 3-14 record. The Eagles finished the season with a 14-3 record. And shout out to Saquon Barkley, who turned the other cheek, pause, and said, I'm not going to embarrass my former franchise any further and break the rushing record on the Giants, which if I was him, I would have done it. Forget Eric Dickerson. I'd have broke the record on him. I'd have got everybody fired in Giants land. But Saquon's a good kid, and salute to him. Drew Lock had 138 yards through the air today, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Tyrone Tracy carried the ball 14 times for 59 yards. And Malik Neighbors capped off his, to me, Offensive Rookie of the Year season with 5 receptions, 64 yards, and 1 touchdown in a losing effort. For the Philadelphia Eagles, Tanner McKee. Who? Tanner McKee passed the ball for 269 yards and 2 touchdowns. Exactly. We all never heard of him. 269 yards through the air with 2 touchdowns. Jahan Dotson. Who? Jahan Dotson had 7 receptions for 94 yards, and the Philadelphia Eagles beat the Giants 20-13.
Can I add on something?
Let's go, Jay. Talk about it, man.
So before the season started, me, Tips, Tone, you know, we all New York fans, you know, for each different team. So we had a bet that whoever has the worst record got to buy a bottle. Right? So you know who has to buy the bottle. First year this year, it's Tipper. Put the camera on him.
Sorry, nigga.
Tipper, gotta buy the bottle. Then we all gonna drink and celebrate, goddammit. So I just want to say that.
That's why he was quiet over there. Sorry, nigga.
Tipper's like, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Chill out.
Don't do it.
All right, back to live action.
Back to live action. Moving on over to Indianapolis. The Indianapolis Colts beat the Jaguars by the skin of their teeth, 26-23. I don't know if I should even talk about it, but Joe Flacco had 264 yards and 1 touchdown through the air. Mac Jones had 225 yards through the air,
Macaroni?
1 touchdown and 1 interception. And Tank Bigsby carried the ball 14 times, 39 yards and 1 touchdown. But Jonathan Taylor had a monster performance. He carried the ball 34 times for 177 yards with 1 touchdown. And the Colts beat the Jaguars 26-23 to improve to 8-9, a losing record this year. Moving on over to the Cowboys and the Commanders. The
That's
Washington Commanders finish strong. They didn't win the division. They are 12-5 now after beating the Dallas Cowboys 23-19, right? Marcus Mariota, the backup quarterback for the Commanders, had 161 yards to the air, 2 touchdowns against the bum-ass Cowboys. Trey Lance. Oh, we had a Trey Lance sighting in Dallas. He passed the ball 34 times for 244 yards. No touchdown. Trey Lance, don't play Trey Lance.
I knew he was still in the league, but I didn't know
Lance.
Marcus Mariota was still in the league.
And shout out to Rico Dowd. That's how you pronounce his name, Dowd?
What?
Rico Dowd?
Why are you telling me?
Because that's your quarterback. That's your running back. He's on your bum ass
I'm
team.
no longer a Cowboys
Sorry,
fan.
nigga.
I've announced.
Well, he sure helped me out.
I'm a free agent. I'm a free agent. I'm focused on basketball.
Right. Right.
I'm focusing on my Celtics repeating.
Well, Rico Dowd sure helped me out with 22 carries, 72 yards, and 1 touchdown. Helped me solidify my fantasy league victory this year.
Who cares?
Yeah, we know. Yeah. Moving on along. Moving right along. to Green Bay and the Chicago Bears.
Whatever.
The Chicago Bears beat the Green Bay Packers 24-22. Caleb Williams finished his rookie season on a high note with a W, but he had 149 yards through the air, 1 touchdown. DeAndre Swift carried the ball 20 times for 65 yards and 1 touchdown. And DJ Moore had 9 receptions for 86 yards and 1 touchdown in a winning effort. On the Green Bay side, Malik Willis had 136 yards through the air. Emmanuel Wilson had 14 carries for 73 yards and 1 touchdown. And Malik Heath, I don't know who that is, but he had 3 receptions for 53 yards in a losing effort to the Chicago Bears. Moving right along to Tampa Bay. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers come back strong. They beat the New Orleans Saints 27-19.
Go.
Mike Evans.
Tampa Bay improves to 10-7. Baker Mayfield, another day at the office and another day as my fantasy league quarterback. 221 yards to the air, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Bucky Irvin had 19 carries for 89 yards and 1 touchdown. Bucky Irvin, that's right. Remember the name. And Mike Evans got that $3 million today, that incentive. He had 9 receptions. He only needed 5 today.
No touchdowns, you bum.
89 yards. And he got his $3 million incentive bonus today.
He got his money. I ain't get mine.
Yeah, bum ass nigga. Yeah, wait till taxes come. And the last but not least game of the 1 o'clock
Tampa
hour,
Bay, he in Florida.
the New England Patriots do the Giants a favor, and they win another game. They improved to 4-13. They beat the Buffalo Bills, which I knew they was probably going to beat the Bills at home, 23-16. Mitch Trubisky played today for the Buffalo Bills. Who? That's right.
Everybody sat their
Mitch
peoples down.
Trubisky played today. But Joe Milton III played for New England today.
Who?
Exactly. And he went through the air for 241 yards, 1 touchdown.
They got the hot towels, guys.
And they beat the Buffalo Bills 23-16. Oh man, I knew I should have picked that game, man.
And they fired the coach right after the game.
Ain't that something? They fired the coach after the game?
Yeah.
That's how they do in Boston, man. I don't know, man. I would never root for a team in Boston. I don't know how a black man can root for a team in Boston. But hey, man.
The whole country's racist.
Man.
Knock it off, bro.
Hey, man.
Hey, but Donald Trump is racist.
They just a little bit more racist.
And he came from New York.
Right.
And he's the most racist one.
Right. Yes, yeah. So, back to live action. You got the Raiders leading the Chargers 10-9 with 105 left in the half. The Cardinals and 49ers are all tied 10 apiece with 2 minutes left in the half. The Kansas City Chiefs are getting their doors blown off by the Denver Broncos 24 to donut. And the Seattle Seahawks are beating the Rams 17-10 with 5 seconds left in the half. And the last game, which is a bum bowl in Jersey, the New York Jets hold on to a 1-point lead, 7-6.
Let's go.
With 1 minute and 3 seconds left in the half.
You call that the bum bowl? Did the Jets got a better record than the Giants?
No, we don't need to win because they got 3 wins. We already got 4.
Do the Jets got a better record than the Giants?
Yes, we do.
There you go.
Yeah,
there we go.
They do. They do.
It's solidified.
It's solidified. Let's go. Anyway, and that was our NFL rundown. So, John, what's on the menu for tonight, fat boy?
We got one game this weekend. No Monday night game this weekend. Just great game is on tonight. I'm going to watch that if I don't go to sleep.
It's going to be a good one.
It's going to be a goodie. For both teams 14-2 apiece. Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions.
Facts. Both of them are what? 13. They get
14-2.
14-2. It's a
good
good
goodie. So the winner gets the number 1 seed. The loser goes down to number 5.
Eh?
So that's
5.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, because division leaders.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So we moving in. We're in Detroit tonight. Eminem's hometown. Royce the 5'9", Trick, and all them other people.
Shout out to Trick.
We're gonna go with something simple tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Detroit Square Pizza.
Oh, that shit sound terrible. It's pizza, man. You know what I'm saying? Recognized for its iconic square-shaped, crunchy cheese and corny slices, influenced by square Sicilian slice pizzerias. Detroit's consistently impresses pizza lovers due to its unique layering, structure, and stunning presentation. Now, I could use a slice right now. To wash that down is a drink I probably won't deal with now, but I would have in my younger days. The Hummer. The Hummer is 1.5 ounces of white rum, preferably Bacardi, headache juice, 1.5 ounces of Kahlua, 2 scoops of vanilla ice cream, 1/2 cup of crushed ice, and maraschino cherries for garnish. Sounds like it'd have been good back in my heyday.
Sure does.
In my heyday. Now that's a no-go.
Still chopping them up. I thought you still chopping
Don't
them up.
get
I'm
him
not
started.
I'm not in my
Please don't get
heyday.
this nigga start lying.
I'm not in my heyday.
No more?
Say,
Maybe
chop.
still doubt me. Maybe we need to set up that one-on-one during that Bars and Hoops weekend. During that Bars and Hoops
I'll
weekend.
cook you, nigga. Don't
let's go.
Maybe I
Maybe we need to set up that one-on-one.
I'll treat you like back in the days. I won't take you down low, nigga. I'll just give you all jump shots. All jumpers.
Believe me, maybe we need to set that one-on-one up championship week Bars and Hoops radio.
I'll
come off the grill.
It'll be entertaining.
After I come off the grill, I'll smoke you and then go back on the grills.
I'll pay for that. I'll pay for
You
that.
pay for that? Oh, this is y'all want to see, huh? Oh, y'all want to see me cook?
I'll put the shorts on. What you think about that, Pete?
I'll cook them like a
Somebody
Cuban.
sound like they scared over there.
I'll cook them like a Cuban.
He ain't coming out that square. He better come out because I can shoot. So he gonna stand right there and just grab rebounds. As soon as he come out, I'm running right around him. Layup line.
Shout out to the Liquid Courage.
Tips, you can be in that too. Tips. You can be in that too. Tips. You can be in that too. Tips. I'll find me another partner. We can make a 2-on-2.
Hold on, let me tell you. Tips is a defensive specialist.
That's right.
No,
You
he's
will get the stiff arm and you will be done for
He's
a
a
year.
chop. He's a foul specialist.
Don't do it.
From
Don't
what
do it.
God say to
Don't
me.
do it.
I'll find me a partner. We can make it a 2-on-2. We can make it a 2-on-2.
Cook you, nigga.
I'll give you a few dollars for uniforms. We can make it happen. Promote this, man.
Oh, shit.
Promote
Sound like
this.
a challenge?
I'll go live.
Okay.
This is a
Damn.
challenge,
Okay.
ladies and gentlemen.
Challenge.
Okay. I'll cook that nigga.
Since you sleeping, let's wake up.
Anyhow.
Exactly.
Anyhow.
Back to live action.
Back to live action. We got
They
about
scared
7
of the
minutes
smoke.
left in the show, man. So let's talk about it. And I got this sorry nigga next to me. I know he can't wait to hate. So the nigga Drake put out a freestyle where he sounded like he was whining and crying.
Where he sound like it or he was? Motherfucker, what you talking about? I'm hating, but you sugarcoating out.
Drake
I got it on deck. You can play it out.
Go ahead, Jay. Play it, Jay. Go ahead, Jay.
He lost all respect.
Oh my
We
God.
gotta
man.
stop beating the dead horse.
Oh my God.
Your
When
man
it's over, it's over.
He dissed me. I'm suing him.
You're now tuned into Bars and Hoops Radio.
Texas, it's unrealistic. Cut them the check because I hate reviewing the budgets and limits. Just pay the man. The world fell in love with the gimmicks. Even my brothers got tickets. Seemed like they loved every minute. Just know the shit is personal to us and it wasn't just business. Analyzing behavioral patterns of someone suspicious. Niggas was never happy for me when I run up the digits. Or when I'm breaking world records still as I guzzle a Guinness. Or when I get my fifth made back because the color is different. Remember we traded watches. I gave you the Arabic dial. You gave me a numbered edition. You would even check up on my son like a pediatrician. Sure convinced the gang that shit was rooted in love when it isn't. Show me how different we are and lessons in juxtaposition. I guess now you boys gotta abandon your summer tradition. Cold shoulders I gave in the Hamptons. It comes with additions. Figure we was always gonna be close like ovens and kitchens. I was sadly mistaken. The loyalty wasn't a given. Sorry.
This is what his Ghost Rider's doing for him.
Oh, hold on. All right, that's enough. That's enough. They're not even gonna let Jay go through the record. So let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, man. Because y'all niggas ain't even gonna let him get through the record.
God
It's
damn,
not a record.
son.
It's not a
It's
record.
not a song, man.
It's not a record.
Like, talk about
Him
it. God,
sitting there, him
get your
sitting
shit on.
like he's reading,
Get your
bro.
shit
Yeah,
on.
he's pouring
Get your shit on.
pouring his heart out to LeBron. Pouring his heart out to
You
LeBron.
let everybody
Like, what
know
are
he
you
down in Houston,
doing?
Texas. He moved out of Cali, man. Come
Get your
on,
shit
man.
off,
Like,
man.
you sitting there pouring your heart out to LeBron because you felt betrayed, bro. You got a Braun tattoo, nigga. Fuck is you doing, nigga? You got the nigga tattooed on your body. Like, whatever y'all going through, y'all going through. Like, get back to the music, get back to the hits. He says something in that line like, I got my daddy's habits and my mother's permission. And Kendrick said in Meet the Grams, Sandra, your son got habits and all, like everything he said that about you, you bringing it to fruition.
There you go. Look.
Real talk, man. Like, at the end of the day, like, I don't have no dog in the fight. I just told y'all that it was easy to pull the covers off this nigga. Like, this nigga's not from where we from, and that's why it's starting to show. Nigga gets cornier and cornier about a day. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? You dropped it. And the funny shit is, he didn't drop this. Conductor put out a vlog.
Conductor.
And I think that he told Conductor, put the vlog out where I'm spitting that shit and you were recording. And bro, you just crying about your relationship with another man that you have tattooed on your body. Nobody cares about that shit, my nigga.
Go ahead, man.
I know I don't.
He's certified dumpster juice, man.
Oh my God.
Now he got good songs and sing along with Drake. I'll tease him, but he lost all respect for me when he went and got a lawyer to sue this dude. First of all, you let Kendrick Lamar beat you, and I am nowhere near Kendrick Lamar fan with that "They Not Like Us" crap. Like, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. If it's a record, you gonna sue the guy because his record is bigger than yours?
See, he's not suing him. He's not suing him.
He's not.
What are we talking about?
What do you mean
He's
not
suing a record label?
For what?
He's suing the record label for
playing it too much, right?
For doing everything they've done for him for Kendrick. That's what he's suing the record
Sound like
label
he
for.
tight.
Sorry.
So at the end of the day, like, if you're going to sue the record business because they promote records, they inflate records, they pay money, it's the same thing that you benefited off for the last 20 years.
What was Drake's first song? This right here?
No.
After the battle, what was Drake's first record?
It was. Yeah,
Drake put out 26 records in 2024. Can y'all tell me 3 of them? And this is a Drake fan sitting next to me. So he put out 26 records last year.
I don't listen to Drake.
He put out anything after the battle.
He put out 26 records last year. Tell me one that scratched the surface, or tell me something that I missed.
It scratched the dumpster, the bottom, where the juice is at.
That's why I'm asking the question. That's why I asked that.
That's all I'm saying.
It's bubbling in the bottom of the dumpster where the juice is at on a hot summer day. It smells like a sanitation truck out here. Come on,
this ain't hate. We just keeping it real. Like, son is talented. You know what I mean?
Along with
But
Drake, still be in the car singing.
It's a different level of being it. It's a different level of being an MC and being a rapper. I think Drake is a rapper. I don't
you
think
don't
he's
even
an
use
MC.
your own pen. Hey, wait, let me stop him. Everybody, somebody write their rap.
That's a fact.
Right.
That's a fact.
MCs don't get their bars written. Rappers do.
Then Drake is a rapper.
Anybody want to refute that? MCs don't get their bars written. Rappers do.
That's a
Kanye
fact.
is a rapper. He's not an MC.
That's a fact.
Nas is an MC. He's not a rapper.
It's a fact.
MCs don't get their bars
Drake
written.
is a rapper.
Drake is a rapper.
There you go.
Kendrick is an MC. Pusha T is an MC.
Kendrick is awkward.
Ali Vegas is an MC.
Shout out to Vague.
Nas is an MC.
Kendrick is awkward, man.
But he's an ill
a
MC.
weirdo rapper.
Ain't nothing weird. Ain't nothing weird or
understand that shit that he's talking about.
Ain't nothing weird about what he's saying.
Yeah, he's a
So I
weirdo.
just stuck in the past. Shit changed.
Nah,
since the 80s.
listen. Some niggas got regional
stuck on
ears.
real
They
rap.
got 90s ears. They
Yeah.
got East Coast
Regional
bias ears. They got
I'm definitely not
whatever
East
that
Coast.
is. No,
I may
I'm
be
just
the
saying.
only one that like West Coast
You're
in here.
regional,
This
you're a
guy,
regional nigga.
why am I regional?
Because all you like is that bullshit.
What bullshit? What is classified in your word? In your world is bullshit.
You like the shit. Nah, I ain't gonna front. I like the alcoholics too. This is my guy.
Nah, I'd like a few songs from him. I ain't say I'm an alcoholic.
So Zai reincarnated off the GNX album because I know you love Tupac.
He ain't listen to
Reincarnated was trash.
He ain't listen to. He don't even know what you're talking about.
That's what I'm saying. I'm pulling his card right now. He's
right.
saying not regional.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
What is that?
He don't.
Good answer. Fucking hell. So on that note, man, we got 24 seconds, man. Shout out to everybody that tapped in today, man. First show of the new year. Shout out to 3 for pulling up. Shout out to Tips.
Everybody.
Shout out to Zai. Shout out to DJ JOJ. We got to hurry up and clean up because Keisha's on the way. Keisha's coming. Keisha's coming. Word up. Don't forget. Oh, God. Oh, no. Until next week, we out here.